Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your past, present and future love reading. I actually done this reading yesterday, but when I looked at the video, the camera was like literally completely off, and I was so annoyed, I was so vexed, and I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm not doing this video again, because I was literally wrapping up the video. And then I thought, no, someone needs to hear this video, right? So this is why I'm here again, to give you this message, and I hope this video brings clarity to you. You have a choice between pile number 1 or pile number 2. Pile number 1 is represented by the blue stone, pile number 2 is represented by the green stone, or you can choose both piles if you want. I'm going to give you a moment to choose which pile you're drawn to, and then we're going to get on with the reading. Okie dokie, let's go to pile number 1. Pile number 1. What is the past, present and future of your romantic love life? Okay. 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel for you, pile number 1. You were in a situation whereby you felt that you were lacking in love. There was a hesitancy to heal from a situation in regards to your love life, and I feel strongly that some of you could have still been in a situation in the past that you felt was lacking love. You felt that the connection needed to heal for some reason or the other. You wanted to heal because there was some sort of pain whilst you were in this relationship, but you felt unable to heal from your pain because you were still in the mix of that relationship. While still being in that connection, it was causing more pain. So it's like you have a scab and you cover it with a plaster, right? But then you keep picking at that scab. So it was almost as if you were in a cycle, and there may have been a feeling of lack. I feel like a distance between yourself and another person, but you still stayed in this connection. There may have been a lack of communication, or communication wasn't very key in this actual relationship. You felt that you were missing out on. You were in a situation with someone and you felt closed off. Maybe this person didn't want to expand in this actual connection with you, or you wanted to expand in this connection with this other person, and they made you feel isolated. This person may have blocked you or ghosted you, or you may have ghosted this individual. I feel for some of you, unfortunately, you may have been carrying this person's child. So you may have a child for this person in the now. But for some of you, this is saying that you may have wanted to expand on a situation with this person, with this Empress card. But with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, it indicates that there was a lack of communication. And I feel for some of you, this person may have upped and left, but you didn't feel that as if you could gain closure from the situation. You were still open to connecting with this individual. You were still open to seeing if you can grow something. So this is all about you wanting to grow something with somebody that I'm not really picking up on in this part of the reading, because I feel like they were, I'm hearing the word non-existent. So even if you were in a connection with this person, they made you feel alone. Some of you, you may have had a child with this individual, and they may have unfortunately abandoned you, and it may have led you to become a single parent with the Empress card. You felt that you just had to go it alone. You wanted to work on this partnership, but you felt that you couldn't, but I feel like you still wanted, to. You were turning away from the red flags. There were obvious red flags here. Now looking back in hindsight, at the time you didn't want to notice the red flags. And we've all been in those situations when we really, really fancy someone, or we're in love with someone, and they're showing us the red signs, but we just feel like we can change them at that time, for whatever reason. And this may have been the case with you. You were just focused on not feeling this level of loss, not feeling this level of sorrow. You wanted to feel loved. You wanted to, and that's what we're all here for, to love and to be loved. That's what I believe. And you just felt that this person could fill some sort of void within you. But unbeknownst to you at the time, you didn't realize that the love that you wanted to gain from this person was within you all along. And it may have actually been within you all along, because some of you were pregnant for this child, were pregnant for this person's child. And I'm not saying that a child can feel, a child can give you the love that you've always yearned for, though in some cases it, depends on what the situation is. Because when you do have a child, I don't believe in a child saving a relationship, because when you have a child, it can be very stressful. You don't get any sleep for a long time. I remember when my daughter was born, I'm talking years and years ago, I didn't get a proper good night's sleep until she was 3 years old, and it can bring a lot of, depending on how highly evolved both partners are, it can bring a lot of stress. Maybe one partner may feel they're doing more, or the other partner may feel like the other person's not pulling their weight, or whatever the case may be. So in this situation, I feel like because you were pregnant by this person that you were in a relationship with, you may have felt that this baby would have brought you and this person closer. And I feel like this child was a blessing to you, because despite the fact that this individual wasn't present, because I'm not really getting a vocal energy from this person, you turned your focus onto your growing child. That became your focus. That's when your energy shifts, because you vowed that you wanted to protect this child by all cost, which then made you start to look after yourself better. I feel like you were forced to in this case, because this individual, I feel, was very absent, and it left you feeling in a state of despair. You felt stuck. You felt as if you didn't know what to do, because I feel for some of you, this person was hard for you to reach out to. We have the 8 of Wands, so there was a period of, I'm hearing miscommunication, blocked communication, and then the communication was free flowing. You or this individual could have a Mercury in Sagittarius, so you didn't know whether you were coming or going with this person. And I feel like this person was in and out of your life. You may have taken yourself out of this equation with this person entirely, with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is how you may have felt during that time with this person. Even when you were with that person presently, you felt a lack. You felt a lack of love, a lack of trust, a lack of respect. You didn't feel like this person respected you. You didn't feel as if this person made you happy, but at the same time you still wanted to be with this individual, because these cards are quite gloomy, right? And this is the energy of the relationship, but there was passion and excitement in regards to, when will I see this person again? But then when you saw this individual again, when they left, it left you feeling trapped in the mind, feeling quite angry with yourself that you allowed this person to come within your energy to let you feel this way, and feeling like, why am I giving someone control over my emotions? I need to take back my emotions, but I don't know how to, because I do feel triggered whenever this person refuses to speak to me. I do feel triggered and excited when I see this individual. So you were on some sort of merry-go-round, up and down. You may have vowed that, okay, I might as well make this situation work because I do lust over this individual. I do have feelings for this person. But when you were within this person's energy, or this person was within your energy, you didn't gain any type of satisfaction. You were trying to understand, why am I drawn to this person? This person doesn't make me feel good about myself. This person's not nurturing. They're not kind. They're not caring. They don't want to grow anything with me. They don't want something stable. They don't want to settle down. But I'm a slave to this person's energy. Maybe this person, you was drawn to this person's energy. Maybe this person was very exciting to you. We've got King of Swords. But this person was quite cold and detached. You or this individual could be a Gemini or a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus with a Mercury in Sag. I feel strongly that someone may have blocked the other. You may have grown bored. I wouldn't say bored. You may have grown frustrated with the situation because you didn't know the direction that the situation would lead to. You just felt fed up with not knowing it. I wouldn't necessarily say not knowing. You knew the outcome of, intuitively you knew the outcome of what this connection would entail. This person was showing you along the way that they weren't mature enough to sustain a serious relationship. So I feel like it made you grow cold and bitter and angry with this person, angry with yourself for liking this person. So you may have blocked this person, I feel, or even if you didn't block this individual, you was not as affectionate as you were before. You may have felt that if you held back in regards to your affection, it will then make this person, you know, come closer towards you, become more affectionate towards you. But this person didn't play by those games. This individual felt as if it made things easier for them. They felt as if, okay, so she's detaching or he's detaching away from me. Okay, I can do my own thing. Because initially this person, I feel, I'm hearing the word childish, and they don't really get social cues. If you done something like that with someone else, and they'll probably, you know, but this individual just felt like it made things easier for them not to have to make an effort, that you were detaching as well. And I feel like you and this person were drawn to each other sexually. You know, there was a lot of passion within this connection, and you may have kept going back to this individual because of the sex. I'm going to just be real, right? Because of the sex. And this person may have come back to you because of the sex. There was a lot of strong sexual compatibility. We both thirsted each other, but it's almost as if once this person got what they wanted, they were away again, because it's as if they felt that they didn't need to invest, they didn't need to commit, but they knew that if they wanted something sexual, they knew that you would be there waiting for them, despite the fact that you were in this energy of the King of Swords. And initially all you wanted was for them to just level up, to just give you what you desired out of the relationship. You felt to yourself that, you know, we've got this amazing sexual life, we've created a child, all we need to do is work on our communication. But the communication was very poor. I don't feel like you were both compatible when you communicated with each other. You felt that the connection wasn't free flowing. You could be very analytical, you know, very smart, and normal things that you wanted to discuss with this individual will make this person flee. It's as if it made you feel as if you've done something wrong, you said something wrong, when you could have just been asking simple things that you ask when you're in a relationship with someone. And this person may have made you feel like you did something wrong when you didn't, because they didn't want to face up to their emotions or their lack of emotions. Let's see what happened in the past with this individual. Miracles and blessings. Everything has a gift. So I definitely feel that you found out that you were expecting a child with this individual, or some of you could have children for this individual. We got 1 and 3, so you may have become a family of 4 with this person. And this, like I said, this child was a blessing. You felt that this baby was a blessing, and it brought you a lot of happiness, despite the fact that the other parent was still in that immature mode. You may have felt that, okay, this connection is not working out, but I can still focus on the child that I have, and, you know, raise this child to the best of my abilities, in the hope that this other person, this other partner would, you know, accompany you, would support you in that area. Okay, you may have also felt that it was a miracle and a blessing that you are now a family. This is something that you always wanted. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. 1 and 9, 10. I feel like for some of you, there's something about buying love. So maybe you may have, in the past, this person likes flashy things, so you may have spent a lot of money on this person. Again, it was almost as if you were doing things to make this person love you, and even by doing so, you realize that it was to no avail. Like, this person wasn't appreciative of what you were doing. That could be your love language. You may like gift giving, so I feel like you were giving a lot to this individual, and you may have seen that it was spoiling this individual. You may have felt that you have to pull back, you have to stop, and I feel like you did stop, because you were just looking around and thinking to yourself, this person's not making me feel good. And honestly, we can't rely on others to make us feel good, but you may have felt that I'm doing everything. I'm looking after the children or the baby. I'm trying to please you, trying to make you happy, trying to have a normal conversation with you. And I just feel drained. I feel, you know, like I said, this may have made you feel quite angry and quite bitter and resentful. You started to resent this person, and you started to see this person in a different light, in a bad light. It made you grow cold. It made your heart grow cold. It made you view and perceive love as something that was non-existent. You may have felt that these type of love stories only happen in the movies. It's not real, like, and that is not the truth. It's because this individual had not evolved, and I don't believe anything's an accident. I just feel like maybe you were in this person's life to teach them to emote, to teach them, and I wouldn't really say emote because we haven't got any water cards here, but to teach them about not being selfish, you know, mentally selfish, and when I say emote, I feel like this person may have been in relationships whereby they didn't vocalize their thoughts, their feelings, because there was a fear of them doing that, and by you having this person's child, it should have triggered something within this person to realize that it's not just about them anymore, because they were in a very selfish energy. It's not just about them. Now I have to consider another human being, which you may have felt they should have also considered you being, you know, somebody that they should respect and see in a different light, because you are carrying their child, you are carrying a part of them, and that should have been this person's evolution, part of this person's evolution. But when they felt the seriousness of the relationship, they fled. And again, I feel some of them may have left you to do everything, and, you know, like I said, you may have felt in the past to buy this person's love, to make this person happy, and you may have felt that, what about making myself happy? So you may have pulled away in regards to doing things to make this person happy. We have, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Number 11. You felt weak, and that's fine, because you were at that stage whereby you realized that what you were doing was not working. Giving to this person, being at this person's every beck and call, accommodating this person, and when you look back, you realize they did not do anything in the same manner for you. And at that point, it didn't make you turn inwardly like, okay, I'm going to start giving to myself, I'm going to start loving myself. It made you feel angry, maybe angry with the world, angry with others, angry that this person had wasted your time. You felt this person wasted your time, and you didn't realize at the time that you were stronger than this individual. And I say that because of everything that you gave to this person shows inner strength, shows that you had the strength to give to another, you know, and to also look after their child or their children. That shows great strength. But you just felt weakened. This person depleted you. This person may have put you down as well. This person may have made you feel less than. It's almost as if you kept giving and giving, and nothing was ever good enough for this person. Nothing was ever good enough. And you just felt like to give up. You just felt like, what's the point? What is the point of loving this person? And you may have also felt as if you didn't want to love this person anymore, but you didn't know how to stop loving them. So this is why you may have felt trapped. You wanted to heal, but you felt, I can't, because I'm having this person's child, or we've got children. I need to make it work. And by you staying in the situation was making you feel as if you were losing your power. You were losing control of yourself, of the situation, while this person was gaining power. They were definitely zapping your energy, is what I'm picking up right here. So let's take a look at the future. Take a look at the future in regards to this situation. Let's see. Let's see, okay. Future. Sorry. Let's take a look at the present. Sorry, I don't know why I said the future. It's like Spirit is trying to rush to see the end of this actual reading. Okay, so let's take a look at the present. What is going on presently for my pile number 1, please? Okay, so we've got 9 of Pentacles. That's quite positive. Okay, Ace of Cups. The Magician card. The 4 of Swords. 6 of Swords. We had the 6 of Swords in the past, right? And the 5 of Wands. Okay, so I feel as if in the present moment, pile number 1, you may have separated from this individual. And even if you have separated from this individual, you are trying to live your best life. You know, you are realizing that you have to make yourself happy. This is not how you wanted things to be, because you wanted things to be, you know, yourself, the children, the white picket fence. And I feel for some of you, you feel like you've let yourself down. You feel like, I'm hearing, a failure, which you are not. You could be one of those people that, I'm like that as well, where I think that by this age I want to have this, and by that age, because I remember saying to myself, by the time I'm 30 I want to be a counsellor, and and like I had all these goals. I'm 40 now. I'm like a year away from being a professional counsellor, but I thought by 30 I would have been a counsellor, because I started my counselling journey by the age of 25. Literally, when my daughter was about 6 months old, right? I had her at 25. And I just thought that I'm going to be a counsellor by 25. I'm going to do this by this age. I'm going to do that by that age. I'm going to be married before I'm 40. And things don't really work that way. You know, I was engaged in 2021. He's still my fiance, but unfortunately he passed away in July this year, sorry. And I just thought to myself, okay, I'm 39. By the time I'm 40, I'm going to be married. So that's out of the way. And, you know, I have that way of thinking. And I think you have that way of thinking. But then what happens is that the universe gets in the way. And I was speaking to this woman at work today. She's such an amazing woman. I wish I took her number, but I don't want her to think I'm like cray, right? But she was waiting for her car to be serviced, and she just started talking to me, and she said to me that her husband, I should say, of 60 years. And this woman, I had to ask her what her age was. And I said, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, because you know you don't want to be rude. She said she was 80, and she didn't look 80. I'm not saying she was glamorous, but she looked good. She looked like she took care of herself. She was telling me she was getting her car service because she was on her way to the countryside, because she was going to watch a show, and her friends are going to be there, and they're going to do camping, but she doesn't want to camp. She's going to stay in a B&B, like a little bed and breakfast, right? And I just said, how old are you? I think I said that already, right? Didn't I? And she said she was 80. And I said, wow, you're like 40 years older than me. I hope when I'm your age, I look as good as you, because she looked healthy, she looked like she took care of herself. And she was just saying, she just kept talking about herself. And then I said, have you got children? She goes, yeah, I've got 2 children and grandchildren. And she mentioned her husband. And I said, where is your husband? Because her focus was just on self, what she was going to do to make herself happy. And she started talking about the countryside and how beautiful it was and tranquil. And I said, why don't you move to the countryside? Because that's a manifestation of mine when I'm older. She said, I can't, because my husband's got mental health issues. He's got dementia. And I was like, oh no, because although he's present with her, he's not there how he used to be, right? That's the way I took it. And she said, I said, how long have you been married? And she said, 60 years. And I just thought to myself, wow, what a strong woman, because she's known this man since she was 20. She's 80 now, right? And he's obviously not the same anymore. Only God knows what she, or whoever you believe in, butterflies, what she has to put up with when she goes home, how emotionally distressing it is for her. And the fact that she was still focused on living her life, making herself happy. And what she said to me, she didn't know anything about my situation, but what she said to me was, you have to live in the now. Don't live in the past, because if you live in the past, you're going to upset yourself, because there's nothing you can do to change it. And if you live in the future, it's too risky, because anything can change, which is the truth. And that's why I relay this information on to you, because in the now, you could be fixating on the past. You could be fixating on why things didn't work out, and that's normal. Because even when I spoke to this woman, her name was Pam. When I spoke to this woman, and I hope I meet her again, I doubt it, because sometimes you meet people and they give you messages. They are sent by your guides to give you messages, I believe. And sometimes you never see these individuals again, and sometimes you do. But I say that to say this, that you could be fixated on the past of why things didn't work out. Maybe if I done this, maybe, there could be a bit of self-blame. You could unfortunately be having nightmares. You could be over, replaying what was said to you to make you feel bad about yourself. There's also a fear of, I feel like you're much happier now. If you look at this picture, this woman's more happier. I feel like you're much happier now. I have to check to see if this camera's still on. Okay. I feel like you're much happier now, but there is a sense of, I shouldn't be in this situation right now. As you can see, this person is single. So you may feel like, am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Am I going to, is this always going to be me? Is this always how it's going to be? So this is an indication that for some of you, you may have left this person, or this connection ended, and you may feel like you're forced into your singlehood. But I feel like you feel more at peace. Please comment below, because there could be a lot of inner turmoil. This could be something that was quite recent. I feel for some of you that you are annoyed that you have to do the inner work. And sometimes, spirit, God, the universe, whoever you believe in, forces us to, sometimes we get forced to do inner work, because if certain situations did not arise, we would swerve the inner work that needs to be done. And by you being in a situation that was making you unhappy, that was emotionally and spiritually depleting you, it was taking you away from bettering yourself. And when you're in this state of like, you could feel alone, but I don't feel like you're lonely. You may, question that. But this stage that you are in your life right now is a stage that is pushing you towards something that you are deserving of, and it's forcing you, I shouldn't say forcing, but it's allowing you to go on your self-healing journey, your self-love journey. You're starting to do things that makes you feel good, as opposed to looking out, as opposed to looking outside, I should say, for validation, which you may have been doing in the past with that other person. You're starting to understand that everything goes hand in hand, and even if you don't quite, even if you don't grasp that concept in the now, you're starting to see that when I do things that I enjoy, it makes me feel good. And that's what was missing in the past. You didn't feel good. You may have had the person that you wanted, the person that you were deeply attracted to, that you were sexually attracted to, but there was still something missing. And now you're realizing that you can fill that void within you. You may feel lonely, like, okay, I have no one to share this great news with, because I feel like you're starting to do things, you're starting to go out, you're starting to, take care of yourself, you're starting to buy yourself more things and appreciate what you've given to yourself, as opposed to buying this individual things to make their emotions towards you shift so that they will treat you better. Now you're buying yourself things and you're realizing, I work for that, I feel good, I deserve that. You're not really considering this person in the now, and I feel like you could be manifesting in what you actually want. But you may be in this energy of feeling like you have to compete for love, and you don't, because what's for you will always be for you. There could be a lot of competition here, and this could be people's energy in regards to you. You may have a lot of people competing for your attention now. This could be this ex-partner, this could be new dating prospects that are competing for your attention. I feel like you're manifesting, or you have manifested a new partner. And if you have done this, it is bringing in a bit of chaos or inner turmoil, because there's a nervousness about, which we all feel when, we get into a new relationship. Will I feel the same way as I did from the last person, or will this new person hurt me? There's a lot of inner conflict. So you could be hesitantly manifesting in new love. And I feel like if you are, or if you're thinking about it, be very specific as to what you want in a partner, down to the way they make you feel. Okay? Because I feel from looking at your power, your love language is, gift giving, which is amazing, as well as maybe affection, acts of affection and communication. So some of you could have a Mars. This is Mars and Leo. Some of you could have a Mars in Leo. You could have a Mars in Gemini. So you definitely like to communicate with a partner. Mars is all about action, and if you have it in a fire sign, then you may want somebody that can keep up with you. You may want someone that is ambitious. You may want somebody that is a go-getter, someone that has a lot of stamina, someone that has a high sex drive. If you have a Mars in Gemini, you may want somebody that talks, whilst in the act of making love. You want somebody that's very vocal about what they want in bed, and vice versa. You may want someone that is very vocal as well. You want a healthy sex life is what I'm picking up, but one whereby you can just experiment and there's an element of detachment whilst in that making love, where it's just quite stripped and raw, but at the same time there's love attached to that. You need to be very intentional in regards to your manifestations, like saying stuff like, I want my new part, not I want, because that's telling the universe that you haven't got what you want. You have to act as if you have what you want in the now. You have to visualize it as well, but before you do that, you have to be the love, love yourself in the way that you want another to love you. This is what I feel that you are doing now, but you could be at that, in that stage of thinking, what is the point in all this? I'm doing all this for myself, but I'm still going to bed alone at night. There's no one to talk to, there's no one to hug, there's no one to talk about my day with, there's no one to chill with. That's understandable that you're feeling that way, but Spirit is saying continue to go out by yourself, with your friends, whatever the case is. Don't think to yourself, because you're not in a relationship, you have to do yourself a disservice not to enjoy your life. You still have that, you still deserve to enjoy your life, whether you're with someone or not. And the more you give to yourself, the more you enjoy your life, the universe, Spirit, God, whoever you believe in, will bring, which I feel for some of you, in suitors that are aligned with your values in this moment, or your wants and your likes of what you look for in a partner. And I feel like I said, be very intentional, write in the present tense as if you got what you want already. Write in the present tense. Myself and my partner, we like going out to shopping together. My partner buys me gifts. I enjoy that my partner buys me expensive gifts, or my partner buys me gifts. My partner's very considerate. My partner's very compassionate. My partner is a great communicator. My partner doesn't do things or say things that they know will intentionally hurt me. So I feel like, you could be in a process of manifesting what you want right now, whilst healing your heart, whilst loving yourself. And there's a lot of suitors, I feel, with the Five of Wands. You're bringing in people that could be competing with each other, but you are definitely healing. You're healing your heart. This is probably why, for some of you, you can't recognize that they are suitors vying for your attention. These people could, you could meet these people through siblings or within your neighborhood. You may have met these people online. This could be like people you met on a dating website, or just people, I'm hearing that you lost touch with, but you gain contact with this individual. There's someone that you could be speaking to online, but there's other suitors that you could be speaking to online. And that could be the thing as well. Some of you may have joined like some sort of dating agency, and you could have insecurities about, are they talking to other females or males online? And it's making you think to yourself, some of you may be aware that they are speaking to other people online, and it's making you think to yourself, am I even ready for this? Or it's striking up insecurity within you, thinking that, you see, it's proven to me that I'm not deserving, and that's not the truth. And you may be in that energy of, I don't want to have to I don't want to have to compete for someone. And it could be making you think that you need to then refocus on yourself and your self-love to get yourself to that stage where you think to yourself, okay, I do want to go down this route of meeting someone online, but there is a possibility they could be speaking to other people, but we don't have to get into anything physical as yet. We can just date, and it's okay if they're speaking to other people as long as they're just dating. I then will just date other people. If that person or whoever I'm connected to is dating other people, I will then date other people so that I can then make a choice as to who I feel a connection with. So you could be at first, or you may have at first been taken, it could have put you off that this whole dating online thing, knowing that there's other people, you know, that someone that you may like, or someone that the way you saw the setup, it just made you feel like, is this really for me? And then it may have made you think to yourself, actually it is, because instead of just jumping to one person and then getting myself into the same situation I got into last time, I could date around. There's nothing wrong in that. That's why it's called a dating app, a dating website, while still focusing on yourself. And because you're focusing on your self-love and you're healing, you're moving or working through the pain that you had in the past, it's attracting people that could be vying for your attention. Let's see what's happening in the present. We have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. for an 8. Yeah, so I feel like, again, that's number 3. If you add 4 and 8, it equals to 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So I feel as if, you know, again, you could be opening yourself up to dating, you know, going on dates online, or like I said, you could be speaking to somebody online that you know already, or people online that you know already, or, you know, someone within your community, a workplace. You may work in your community, or for some of you, I feel like you could meet someone through siblings or your neighbor, and there could be something starting up between yourself and this individual, and you could be, you know, subtly putting yourself out there to know this person that you're to make this person know, that you're interested, or this person could be acting this way towards you. You know, this person could be a Gemini, a Cancer, or a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. But you may feel like, in order for me to get what I want, I need to be open, because you're coming out of that energy of the King of Swords, whereby you were closed off, and what you want to gain, which is companionship, which is a loving partner, you realize that you have to be open in order to get that. We have love makes a difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. 3 and 1. So the thing from the past, the situation from the past, is still plaguing your mind. Part number 1, you know, you just have a lot of fears around, what if the situation with my ex-partner happens again? What if I get hurt again? Am I even deserving of love? Which is true. And I feel for you, part number 1, maybe speaking to a counselor will be very beneficial to, you know, work through your fears and why you feel the way that you do. And I feel like it's connected to this past partner. They really energetically and mentally tried to break you down, or they did manage to break you down. And now it's all about you rebuilding yourself. Now it's all about you focusing on yourself, and then you have that self-doubt, because whatever this person said to you or how they made you feel really has an impact. And that could be, you know, this impact definitely triggered how you value yourself, because there's an energy of you not feeling deserving, and you are deserving. So I also feel affirmations will be very beneficial for you as well. Saying daily affirmations in the morning, it may feel a bit weird when you start saying it, but saying affirmations every day: I am loved, I am worthy, I am deserving. Repeat it, or make up your own affirmations, or go online on YouTube and do self-love daily affirmations. You know, there is a woman called Agnes. She does a lot of brilliant self-love affirmations. I used her after a catastrophic breakup that I had with some narcissistic guy way back in 2016. I believe he was my twin flame. That's why I don't do twin flame readings, because I feel like that dynamic is toxic. He definitely was the runner and I was the chaser, looking back. And I feel like you could be you could have been in a twin flame dynamic where this person was running and you were chasing. I mean, everyone has their theories of twin flames. People romanticize it, but for me personally, when you deep the situation, it's very toxic. And I feel like you have come out of that situation right now, but you are in your self-healing phase. And, you know, maybe for some of you, Spirit doesn't want you to jump into anything too soon, because you don't want to bring in the baggage from the past into the present, especially if you're not ready to be in a committed relationship. You may feel that you're ready, but there's still things that needs to be healed. It can take time. You may feel you're ready now in the month of September. It can take 9 months. It can take years, right? But you don't want to bring... It can take weeks. Who knows? But you will know when you feel ready. You don't want to bring that past feeling, that past hurt into a new situation where you're doubting if the person really cares about you or they really love you. Because I feel like this person played on your insecurities, and because this card is in the reverse, 3 and 1, there's still some sort of tie that you have with this past person. Obviously, if you have children with this past person, you have to see this individual, right? And I feel, again, some of you need to work on your chakras. Do your chakra cleansing meditations. Or if you can, book a Reiki healer. Go on Google, go online, check their credentials to see if they're legit, so that you can cleanse yourself, so that you can rid yourself of this person's energy. You could also do chakra meditations online also. They are for free on YouTube. Just to realign yourself and balance yourself. I feel for sure affirmations is key, as well as counseling will help you as well, so you can gain clarity as to why you feel the way that you do. I'm hearing like integrative counseling, where that psychodynamic counseling, where the counselor will look into your past to see the way that you are, the way things play out in your life right now. CBT counseling, which deals with, habits that you want to break, and self-centered, I think self-centered counseling, where the counselor just focuses on you and you're in that moment with the counselor. They make you feel nurtured, cared for, and heard and understood. So with integrative counseling, it's a mixture of all 3 counseling, where I feel like you will benefit from going into your past and looking at, past traumas. And, I feel like you may have issues with your mother, in regards to, you may have seen your mother being in relationships with, manipulative men, or maybe, please take what resonates, your father was manipulative, and you may have seen your mother stay. You may have seen your mother, try and please your father, or try and please the men in her life by being of service to them all the time, and not really catering to herself, putting them first. You may have learnt this, but you may have felt that was normal, but I'm going to be different because the person's going to love me back, or the person's going to treat me differently. So it's about you recognizing the patterns, where you got it from, and breaking those patterns to free yourself from those patterns. I feel like you need to speak to someone that's going to nurture you, or make you feel nurtured, make you feel as if your opinions are valid. Because I feel like, again, some of you may have had a very, I'm hearing, turbulent connection with your mother, where your mother was emotionally detached, your mother was emotionally distant. She didn't give you that validation, that confidence. She didn't make you feel loved, and you may have felt that you needed to search for love within others. That's when the self-centered, I know I'm saying it wrong because I haven't looked at my books in years. Therapy will come into place to allow you to speak about your emotions and fears, because I feel like you've got a lot going on in the mind which you need to release, which you need to let out. And you may feel like you have to put on a face that everything is fine with, but when you're alone at night, you may cry yourself to sleep at night. You may feel like, I haven't got anyone to tell these things to, because no one's going to understand me, or they're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think, why am I still stuck on the past? But I don't know how to unstuck myself from the past. And this is where CBT counseling comes into it as well, where you can learn techniques to you know, help you. And I feel like tapping therapy may be beneficial, because I was looking at that online. It's a therapy whereby, you know, you tap in different parts of your bodies to release certain, you know, pent up emotions within you. I've done it when I looked at it online, and it worked. It's like you're tapping out the energy that's making you feel anxious. You're releasing it from your body. And that could be a thing for you as well. You can do that yourself. You can find the one that's working for you. I feel like trauma therapy will be very beneficial for you. And again, with the CBT, it will give you, CBT therapy, it will give you the right tools to use when you start feeling anxious, when you start feeling like you're overthinking about something that's going to hurt you. And back to what my dear friend that I met probably for the first and last time, Pam, said to me: if you live in the past, it's going to make you feel bad, it's going to make you feel stuck, and there's nothing you can change. And it's coming to the realization of you understanding that you did all you thought was best for you to do in that moment for that time, but now you know better, you can do better, you know. Forgive the past, but that can be done through therapy, or you can do that yourself. You can get a candle and, you know, you can write out the person's name. You can forgive your parents, for some of you, for not teaching you how to love or to be loved. Forgive the person that made you feel bad. Forgive yourself for, you know, whatever you feel you need to forgive yourself for. Or you may feel like you being in this energy is wasting your time, even though it's not your fault, because no one gives you a manual as to how to get out of feeling trauma or traumatized. And it's just about releasing that guilt and releasing that pain. So maybe it might be beneficial to do integrative counseling, or like I said, you can do your own type of therapy that's going to be beneficial for you. Going online, doing chakra meditations, you know, self-love affirmations. Some of you may need to take up some sort of sport to get out the aggression as well, some sort of high impact sport. Maybe you can do hockey, maybe you can do martial arts, boxing, kickboxing, stick fighting, going to the gym, working out with other, you know, people as well, high intensity workouts, which is going to make you feel good. Let's see. Yeah, so with this card, this is about you feeling trapped and stuck about the past, is what I'm picking up. But finding ways, which I mentioned about, of how you can release the past so that you can invite a new energy, because you are deserving of love. And I feel that you have others around you that are vying for your attention. We have the workaholic card, so some of you could be feeling quite disheartened in regards to work. Some of you could be feeling quite bored. You may be feeling uninspired to work or do anything. You may feel like, I haven't got any hobbies, I don't have any creative, you know, hobbies. This is why I feel like sport or going to the gym will be beneficial for you. You could be feeling, unfortunately, isolated as well. And again, this is like a new phase in your life where you feel like, because you were in that relationship with that person, even though you felt empty, it made you feel like, at least I'm in a relationship. But even when you were in that relationship, you were still lonely, you know. So this time is about you getting to know yourself and appreciate yourself. So but you could be isolating yourself from others, or you could feel isolated. You could be, like I said, feeling as if by this age that you are, or whatever age you are, you should be settled down now. And you feel like no one's going to want you, which is not true. You could feel that you are invisible. And this is what Spirit is saying. Don't let that feeling lead you on to desperation of trying to connect with somebody just to be in a relationship. This is the time when you do feel like isolated and lonely, to go within, to go within, because it's so easy to just jump into a connection with someone because we feel lonely. It's that those uncomfortable times that we need to delve deep. What do I need to do to get myself out of this feeling? Because no one can save you. You are the only one that can save you. And how you can do that is by finding solutions as to how you can heal yourself. And Spirit, God, or whoever you believe in will bring people in. Yes, these people that will come into your life will aid you to help on your self-healing, but you have to be the one to reach out to these individuals who will aid you towards your healing. Or you can find your own healing yourself. You can do things that will be part of your healing, taking up exercise, seeing a counselor, making yourself feel good, doing things that make you feel good, connecting with friends, or taking yourself out for a date, treating yourself for a coffee, journaling. Start writing things down that you will have something to look forward to. Start writing a list of what you want to do, new things that you want to try. Start manifesting. Start doing a manifestation list. Live in the present moment as well. Don't try not to focus about the past. Being authentic, because I feel like for some of you, you may feel as if you have to be someone that you're not. You may feel like you have to manipulate situations in order to get what you want. And I feel more so this is like you manipulating energy in a sense of bringing things towards you, because you are a very powerful manifester. But you have to be careful as to what you're manifesting, because you could be manifesting out of loneliness, and this could bring in a very angry, heated, unstable energy towards you. Because whoever these people are, they look, this is not a peaceful card, because you could be manifesting wanting to be in some sort of partnership, or just not wanting to be alone. Your energy will connect to people that are desperate to be in a partnership, or just have a lot of inner turmoil. They have a lot of baggage that they haven't released, that they haven't addressed, that they haven't healed from, and that's what you could attract, and that will then bring even more chaos and drama into your life. So it's about doing the work and manifesting accordingly when you are at peace, when you are really ready. Okay, so we have complacency. So you could again be feeling like, unfortunately, nothing's going right in your life in the now. You could feel that your finances are not stable, you're not enjoying your job, and Spirit is saying, again, focus on your hobbies, or focus on something that you always wanted to do. Get in touch with your inner child, something that you may have always wanted to do when you were a child and you put off. Why not do it now? Or start to look for a new job. And if it's a case of you having to do a course in regards to leveling up in regards to your new job, then maybe that's something you need to do. And I'm hearing for some of you, you may feel like, I haven't got enough money to do a course to level up in my new course. But Spirit is saying that you are intelligent, and that could be part of your manifestation list as well. I'm also hearing, because I heard it before, but it went for you to do a vision board. Start to put pictures up on your vision board. You can do it on Pinterest and put it on private, or you can do it on the computer and store it in your files. And this card represents the root chakra. The root chakra rules your stability, your self-worth, your finances. And you may feel like your finances are unstable. Some of you could be out of a job as well, which leaves more time for you to fixate and think about the negativity that you've endured in a past relationship. Or some of you are contemplating in leaving a job as well. And I feel like for some of you, okay, I'm hearing that this person may not be giving you money, so you could be struggling financially with the children, or you could be self-reliant because this person doesn't give you money, for some of you. But you may feel like, I can't work because I've got to look after the children, but at the same time I need to make sure that I'm okay emotionally and spiritually. And during this time of you know, not working, for some of you, this could be the time to really work on yourself, so that when you do get this new job, you're good, you are okay, you are, you know, more balanced. So don't look at it as a negative. It's easier said than done, because of obviously the cost of living is just like ridiculous. But use this as a time to really work on yourself. Try and do things for free. Go for walks. Instead of having a coffee outdoors, why don't you buy the box of coffees where they got like 6 sachets in them? Watch your favorite Netflix. Curl up on a sofa and sit there and watch your favorite Netflix. Watch something that's funny. Watch a comedy. You know, act as if your partner's there, so that when they do come, because they will come, you're ready. Okay. So try not to be in this energy of complacency and feeling like you failed or you haven't got what you wanted. You know, because I feel like you could be in a job right now, but you could feel to yourself that this is not the job that I wanted for, you know, at this age. Like I said with myself when I was saying before, by this age I'm going to know that when we focus too much on the future, anything can change. People change. We can't control people, unfortunately. They can switch up on us. You know, if we have our sight fixated on a company that we want to work for, that company can go bust. Then it leads us to think, oh, what now? So maybe during this time, you know, focus on your talents, your skills, what you can do to capitalize from. You could start a side hustle here. You know, this could be the time again that you can go to counseling, where you may have felt, I can't go counseling because, you know, I have to work. Or you could connect with friends, like if you join like a local sports club, or you know, if your children do sports, you can connect with like-minded people who could, you know, lead you into a new direction of a new job. Start to communicate with others as well. Maybe people that, you know, your children, they may do a specific sport. Maybe talk to the other parents, because some of you are in a job but you feel like it's leading to nowhere, and you could be thinking, I need to work here because I need the money. But you don't have to stay at a job where you're not happy in. You could, you know, go into a job where it may pay you more than this job and you are happy. And this is why you need to do the self, you know, you need to focus on self first and foremost. We have acceptance. So you could be coming into the acceptance of the past and how things worked out. And not to say that accepting how things worked out in the past is easy, because I feel like it is quite painful, but you are accepting that this is how this person is. I can't change them. I can only focus on the now and focus on healing myself and making myself feel good. Some of you may take up baking. That could be a thing. Some of you may take up cooking. You know, maybe a past grandma had a skill and a talent and you tap into that, and that could be your focus. That can make you feel good. And it's about you accepting the situation for what you're in now, but knowing that it's not always going to be this way. We have quest, because you're ready to expand your mind. You're ready to help yourself. You could be in the understanding of the only way out of this is if I move forward. I can't go back. Going backwards is very painful. And this could also indicate that you may ask for guidance. Maybe before you may have felt proud to ask for guidance. So you may ask a spiritual teacher for help. Maybe someone younger than you. How do I do this? How do I do that? Some of you that have children, you may feel and find that by, you know, helping your children with their homework or learning something through your children, seeing the world through a child's eyes, that could be something that you learn as well, and having something to focus on. And maybe, again, some of you have children, and something may spark up within you when you're helping them with their homework. You may feel like, oh, I don't really understand that, I want to learn that. That may be your ticket to embark on a course that you didn't think that you needed help with, but you could be so intrigued. Or your child could be learning a language at school, and it could really intrigue you, so then you decide, hold on a minute, I'm going to sign up, or I'm going to make my child teach me that course. And that's a focus that's going to make you feel good, because you'll be learning something that you always wanted to learn, another language for some of you. And I feel that some of you will actually be focusing on learning another language, because the Gemini energy right there, Gemini represents the third house. The third house is about communication, like your early learning years. So some of you could do something within the local community. Some of you may want to enhance your English and go to do we call it ESOL in England, where they teach you English. Or some of you may want to learn like Spanish, French, Gujarati, Italian, and you may find like a small course in your local community or online, and it's something about maybe your child, because your child is doing something and they're excelling, but it will give you the initiative to want to do it as well. And this is going to make you feel good. And it's about doing things that make you feel good. It's about putting you first and investing in you. And that's what I feel where you're at right now, pile number 1. Okay, so this is about you focusing on your self-love, you focusing on your self-healing, because I don't feel that ex-partner, because I feel like there could be an ex, and even if some of you are still in the connection right now, there's an energy of you still feeling alone whilst in that connection, and you feeling like you are on your own in this connection. So you're like almost forced to do things that make you feel good and make you feel happy. But I feel for the majority of you and that person from the past, the person you had a child with, or this ex-partner, have separated. So let's take a look at the future, yourself and your love life. So we have the 2 of Cups. This is beautiful. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and I didn't have, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take out the, where's the, I start off with my Light Seers Tarot. So what I didn't, okay, what's the future for my pile number 1's love life, please, Spirit? Please give my butterflies and let's just leave it I'm hearing May 2024 for some reason. May 2024. 18th of May 2024. Whose birthday is that, pile number 1? Is it your birthday? Is it? Okay, let's May 2024. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. May 2024. Okay, so this is what we have. Alright. I'm hearing there's going to be some sort of reconciliation. This could be someone. I don't feel like it's this ex-partner. This is like my soulmate card. This is someone from a past life that you are going to connect with. And for some of you, you could meet this person in May 2024, the 18th of May. That could be someone's birthday. That could be your birthday. That could be your potential partner's birthday. So please write that date down. Or the number 18 May 2024. Those 3 things are specific. Some of you, like I said, you may decide to obviously treat yourself, enjoy your life, which you may have felt guilty. I wouldn't necessarily say you felt guilty from doing so, but you wanted to enjoy your life with a partner. But you are going to be, and this could be 3 months from now, 2 or 3 months from now, or March times, something about that. But I feel like maybe from now until like March times, you're going to be connecting with friends, you know, maybe new friends, and you will have a few love prospects, a few love offers here with the 7 of Cups. You're going to be picking and choosing, like, he's nice, oh, she's hot, whoa. You're going to have your choice of admirers, but you will have discernment as well as to who you want to invest in. Spirit is saying, don't overindulge. Don't overindulge. This is saying to me, don't overindulge in regards to, this could mean two things. Either you will have discernment, or Spirit is saying, don't, get sidetracked by trickery and deceit, because 7 of Cups is Piscean energy. Pisces ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusions, deceit, make-believe. So if something feels too good to be true, listen to your intuition. You will have gone through the stages that you are going through right now. So it's going to get you to the point of having that discernment, of getting to that level of knowing what you deserve, knowing what you desire, knowing what you've been through, and knowing that you don't want to go back to where you've been through, right? I believe that every day we evolve. The self-love journey, healing journey, is never ending, right? But just know what you don't want, so that if you connect with someone that shows you traits of the person from the past, know to swerve that individual. But I do feel that you're going to connect with someone who's very romantic, very sweet natured, very compassionate. You're going to feel like these things only happen when pigs fly, like, because in the past you felt that you had to stay in a situation because you felt that, I'm hearing, you'll be all and end all. You felt as if this has to be it. But whilst you were in it, you was not happy in it. But you felt as if the love that you wanted only happens in the movies. But whoever you're going to connect with, they're very romantic, and they're going to make you believe that the love that you desire doesn't just happen in the movie, it happens in real life. I'm hearing, for some reason, this love is unbreakable. This person's going to want to hold on to this actual connection. You may meet this person whilst you're out with friends, but they're going to have their eye on you, because they're going to be drawn to your self-love. They're going to be drawn to the fact that you're enjoying life and you're loving yourself. You feel good, you look good, you're looking comfortable and confident. All the things that you are working through now, you're going to be the embodiment of love, and this person's going to be drawn to you. They're going to feel as if you are, I'm hearing, an enigma. You are their muse. This is a very creative person. They're going to feel lost within you. They may even offer you a drink if you're out. Please be mindful though, don't just take drinks from anyone. I don't get any bad vibes from this individual, but I feel like you and this person may drink a lot. You and this person may go out a lot as well, but this is more so, you may connect with this person whilst you're out. You may cross paths with this person whilst you're out and about as well, in your area. And I feel like this individual will want to hold on to this actual connection. They may ask you out on a date, is what I'm picking up with the Page of Cups. This person may feel like they fell in love at first sight with you, but they may not be where they want to be in their career as yet, because we've got the Emperor in the reverse. They could be in Aries, or you could be in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. This is I'm hearing this person is an entrepreneur, but their career could be stalling in the now. This person could be non-traditional, but this person could be very stubborn, and they could actually be very controlling. Like, they could be very possessive over you. They could be like, I'm not really, they want to hold on to what's theirs, right? They could be jealous as well. They could get very jealous of you, and they may feel like you have other love options, or they could sense that there's people that are drawn to you as well. This person may be non-traditional. We have the Hierophant card, it came out sideways, so they may not believe in marriage, but they do believe in tradition, if that makes any sense. They could be a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus. We have the Strength card, so this does indicate to me that this person is, yeah, this individual, I feel they're very controlling. Because what this person, because look, we've got Aries and Leo, and they trine each other. So I feel like there's some sort of compatibility here. You are both each other's ideal in some way or the other. You are both each other's fantasy. There's some sort of connection here, and this person will try to hide their passion for you, but this connection will be very passionate. It won't be one-sided like that situation you had in the past. This individual is very romantic, very creative, very compassionate, but they may want to be with you, but they may not want to marry. They don't see marriage as the be all and end all. 9 of Wands, they're quite fearful of marriage, and they find you beautiful, they find you fun, but at the same time there's going to be like a you're mine in regards to like your sexual liaisons with this individual. So I do feel like you and this person will feel as if you are each other's soulmate, and you could have like some sort of sexual, but for some of you with the Emperor in the reverse, this indicates that this person could try and refrain from their sexual attraction towards you. They don't want to succumb to it. They may try and fight their feelings. They may say, let's just be friends, let's just be friends. So they may try and, rebuke the connection and just try and be friends. But then they see how, then there could be a fear, or I feel like they may see that other suitors are interested in you, or whatever they find attractive about you, they're going to be fearing and imagine he's talking to someone else, imagine she's speaking, and they're going to want to, control the situation. You're mine, or the thought of you being intimate with someone else, is enough to make this person go berserk. But they're going to be very controlling. They're not really going to be, their emotions will be expressive. Their emotions will be expressive. But they're going to feel like they have to be in self-protective mode. Okay, what's the future? What's the future for your love situation? Okay, we got act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are here with you, so you will always consider them. This is 3 and 7. This is 10. So I feel like this is a connection whereby you might not even be aware that this person has this much intensity towards you, because like I said, with the 9 of Wands, this person will be quite detached from expressing how they really feel. They could be like so nonchalant, like, I don't want to be in a relationship, I don't want to be in a connection. And the thing is, if this person is giving off that energy, or if they're saying these things to you, you have to decide whether or not you want to entertain this type of person. You have to look at your list again, your manifestation list. You have to look at what you actually want in a relationship. You don't want to waste your time. You have the attributes and qualities that other people will actually desire. You have your pick and choose. You don't have to settle for this individual, even if you are sexually compatible. It's something, I don't know, this could be a new person, I feel. And I feel, look, we've got 2 and 3, that's 5. There's going to be a shift, there's going to be a change. This could also be your energy. You may feel like you're done with relationships, you don't want anything with anyone, you don't want anything serious, you don't want anything committed. So again, pile number 1, you may have something sexual with somebody whilst being in control of your emotions, but you could feel feelings deepening, feelings developing. There could be a sense of guilt in regards to you not giving another person the commitment that they may actually desire, and it may make you also take a chance on love. 2 and 3 is 5, that's the number of change. So I feel like there's going to be a swift change, whether that change comes from you or this person, and this is going to be due down to your manifestations, you acting as if your partner is there, and whatever you manifested on your list, on your vision board, this person's going to appear, right? You may have met this person online, or you may have known them before. This could be a past life soulmate that you met in a past life. I know it's not the Six of Cups, but I feel like you may know this person. It could be a friend for some of you. You could have met them through friends as well. But there's a hesitancy around this connection, maybe coming from you, because you may feel like this person doesn't want a commitment. I don't want to waste my time, but I cannot deny the love that I feel for this individual, and this person I feel is in love with you too, but they've got like a non-traditional way about them. Take a chance on love. So I feel like you and this individual will actually take a chance on this actual connection. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. This person may have not had it easy either, so that's why there's a fear of, I don't want to get hurt, but I can't deny the connection between my partner number one. So I feel like you're both going to move slowly, or you're both going to move towards the unknown. You're going to take that chance, or whether or not it's going to be spoken about, like, would you be my partner? I don't think you're going to have that conversation, but you're both going to be in emotional agreement, because there's like an emotional connection that you will have with this person. Of, let's just try and see how things go. And it's going into the unknown, but it's going to allow you to release past hurts, past pains, and you're going to put the past to bed once and for all. It's going to be over. Whatever you felt was holding you back in the past, it's going to be put to rest for good, because you're not going to allow the past to infringe on your happiness in the future, because this is like an opportunity that you don't want to lose. It may feel quite bittersweet. It may feel quite bittersweet, because again, you may still have to see this ex from the past because you've got children with them, and there could be a part of you that may feel like, we could have had this. Not to say you're still in love with this person, but you may feel like, we could have had what I have with this person now, but it's put to bed, it's ended. And there's no going back. So it's almost like you may feel a sense of remorse, a sense of sorrow for the person, the past person. And there could also be a separation between yourself and this new person, which will make you feel, this ending could come because you may feel like you still haven't healed properly yet, or this ending could come from this other person because they're going through whatever they're going through. They need to work through their emotions, but this ending will not come without feeling bittersweet. Like, okay, I need to do this for my purpose, for my self-healing, so that's why it's sweet. But I feel bitter because I know I have this connection with this other person, and I'm in loss without them. I love this other person, and I can't connect with them. So it will be like bittersweet. It will be a sense of, I need to put the past to rest so that I can move forward into my happiness. So there's one more bit of wrapping up that will need to be done, because we have abundance. So this new connection does speak of it leading to happiness for yourself and your person. Not to say that other people can make us happy. We ultimately have to make ourselves happy. We can't put all our eggs, that's asking too much for a person. I feel that's asking too much for a person. And you know how to make yourself happy. You will know how to make yourself happy, and this person will have to learn, or is learning, how to make themselves happy. And I feel like with this abundance card, it talks about being on the same page. It talks about being proud to be with each other, being seen with each other. Maybe you've in the past, the other person didn't make you feel proud to be with them, or they were always away, so you always felt alone. You didn't feel like you was in a connection, a partnership with them. This is the type of partnership where you and this person can grow, your finances together. You can combine your finances. You can purchase a home or many homes. This is like the connection whereby I feel like you will generate many abundant choices. Abundant opportunities, and that's not just in finances, because I believe that when you have spiritual and mental abundance, that's more richer than silver or gold or money. Because in order to have that inner abundance, where you have good morals, where you are attached to yourself emotionally, where you are, emotionally intelligent, where you educated yourself, where you know what you want in life, when you know who you are, that's the real abundance. And then you're able to attract the things on the 3D to bring that 3D base type of abundance. When you're emotionally rich, I should say, that's the real richness for me. And I feel like there's things that you can teach this individual, and there's things that this person can teach you as well. You'll both create like a synergy with each other. You're going to both feel very happy within each other's presence, which is going to ignite a synergy between the two of you, or I should say become the birth of some synergy between the two of you, because this is the yellow card, this is the solar plexus chakra. So you'll both ignite a confidence within the both of you, and you'll both be proud of each other. And I feel like you will start to see many opportunities come towards both of you, or things that you may have felt were blocked in the past will start to be unblocked because of your connection with each other. So you will both be each other's good luck charm, I feel. And again, you both may actually cultivate coins with each other, as we can see here. And I do feel like you and this person will have something positive, if that's what you both want. Whatever was withheld from you in the past will be given to you, because you would have done the work on yourself, and you would have manifested this person in. And like I said, whatever was taken from you, you will get it eventually. The love that you desire, the stability, the happiness, the joy, and that comfort that you were always seeking. But first, in order for you to have got to that point, you had to do the inner work and found everything I mentioned from within, and that's what you did. And you didn't take any shortcuts, or that's what you should do, and not take any shortcuts, because what is for you, butterfly, will always be for you. And remember, you are deserving of the best that life has to offer. And don't settle for anything or anyone less than what you desire. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I will speak to you soon. Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and please check your notification bell, because I be doing videos and I'm only getting a certain amount of views, and I've got a certain amount of subscribers, and it's just weird. So please check your notification to see if you are notified. Take care of yourself. Peace out. Okay, pile number 2, how are you? Hope all is well with you. We're going to be taking a look at your past, present and future love reading. So let's take a look at what was going on in the past for you. Okay, so we have 10 of Cups, Lovers, 6 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the Sun, Okay, so I feel like for you, pile number 2, in the past, I'm hearing that Adele song, we could have had it all. I don't think you could have had it all. I think you did have it all. From the outside looking in, you had it all. The partner, the children, the love. Some of you could still have this all, hopefully. Hopefully, I hope, because these cards are all positive, they're all beautiful. There's only 2 cards here that I feel is a bit but I feel like, looking at the 10 of Cups, let's start off with that. You had a beautiful life from the outside looking in. With the Lovers card right here, you could be a Gemini, or your person could be a Gemini, or you could be a Leo, or your person could be a Leo, or you could be a Sagittarius, or your person could be a Sagittarius, or someone Sagittarius in this chart could be of importance. Let me cover that. Or you could be a Scorpio or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus, or your person could be a Scorpio or Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. I feel like, you know, looking at the Lovers card, that talks about, you know, Gemini energy, and Geminis rule the 3rd house. The 3rd house is all about your community, your environment, your neighborhood, your neighbors, your siblings. And I feel like you may have connected with someone through your neighborhood. You may have started a love relationship, a deep spiritual soulmate connection with somebody that lived in your neighborhood, is what I'm picking up. There was a choice. Maybe for some of you, you chose your heart, or this person chose their heart. You were drawn to each other. This was a deep, you know, this is a love, I feel, that stemmed so much lifetimes ago. You met each other in a past life, because we even have the Judgment card here, and the Judgment card can speak about karma, and it can also speak about past life love. You know, this love was very plutonic, because Scorpio rules the planet Pluto, or Pluto rules the sign Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about death and rebirth and transformation, and it can also tap into past life, you know, connections as well, because you may have felt that you met this person in a past life and vice versa. There was an instant soul recognition with yourself and this person, and it's also indicating to me that this was the type of love that other people could sense, other people could feel. It was quite Neptunian, you know, because I'm looking at this is Neptune. To me, this is like Neptune on the ascendant. Ascendant is how you are perceived by others, right? And Neptune is that planet of deception in some cases. So what was perceived by others, okay, I'll get to that in a minute, Spirit saying. So Neptune is that planet of make-believe. Neptune is ruled, you know, Neptune rules Hollywood. You know, it's glitz, it's glamour, it's, you know, what you see on the outskirts is not what's going on behind the scenes. So the projection that people, and when you have Neptune on your ascendant, people may project an image onto you as to how they feel you should be as a person. And there's a lot of projections, and I feel like there was a lot of projections on your actual connection. Projections in a sense whereby people perceived you to have the idealistic relationship. You could have got people to say, oh, I want a relationship like such and such, my partner number 2 in their person. Or you could have got, you know, here, evil eye, even though I'm not really seeing it here, but you could have got evil eye, because I'm channeling now, I'm not even looking at the cards. You could have got evil eye whereby people perceived your relationship to be a certain way, when behind the scenes it wasn't as perfect as they perceived it to be. But because your relationship was, I'm hearing an enigma, your relationship was perceived to be something that it wasn't. But people may have, whoever they, you know, was evil eye in your relationship, felt a lack in their relationships, in their life, and resented you for having something that they didn't have. And I feel, you know, because we've got 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, so you had something stable. This could have been a marriage. You had passion, you had heat, because I'm getting hot right now. You had passion, you had heat. You had love, you had trust, you had happiness, you had playfulness. So not only was you and this person best friends, you were, yes, soulmates. You know, because you can get into relationships sometimes where you just fancy the pants off the person, or the person fancies the pants off you, and that's as far as it goes. It's just lustful. Or you can be in connections whereby you just have great communication and the passion is it's lacking. But this connection, I feel like you and this person were like family members. You know, it's almost like I said, you met each other in a past life. It was a soul recognition. You were best friends within this connection. You were sexually attracted to each other, and the sexual attraction grew stronger. It didn't waver. You made each other happy. You were both very playful. You got in touch with each other's playful side. You were able to teach each other things. You were able to learn from each other. It wasn't one-sided. Whatever you lacked, this person had. Whatever this person lacked, you had. You know, you ignited fun, passion, and got in touch with each other's inner child. You found happiness within this connection, and you were both willing to work on this relationship. You may have had children with each other as well, but something took a turn for the worse with the Wheel of Fortune here. It was in the upright, but I have to put it here because, you know, YouTube. With the Judgment card, I feel like a lot of people judged your relationship. A lot of people were jealous of your relationship because you represented love, and some people felt a lack of love. And it's almost as if people wanted, I feel like it could be someone's, you know, it could be your mother, their mother, it could be people from the community, neighbours, siblings, you know, they didn't want this love to last. And you and this person were just trying to plant your seeds. You're trying to invest in each other. You did invest in each other, and you were waiting for your seeds to grow, but those seeds didn't grow because there was a lot of blockages that were preventing things from happening. Like maybe you wanted to get married, but because of the fixation on your connection, it prevented a marriage to occur. There could have been drama within your family life outside of this relationship or this person's family life. There was some sort of maybe I'm hearing some sort of family dynamic, some sort of family lineage that either yourself or this person belonged to, that had maybe a generational curse that needed to be broken but could not be broken, which was, you know, may have caused a lot of conflict in the relationship. So what was so happy and hopeful in the beginning turned to something dark and traumatic for the both of you. I don't feel like this relationship got that opportunity to maybe flourish into you both having children. This is something that you both wanted. You may have actively been trying to have a child, but that may not have occurred because of either an energy from the past creeping its head, and this could have been an ex-partner for some of you, someone trying to infringe. I feel with this reading there was a lot of interference, whether it's an ex-partner, whether it was family members, whether it was entity, or, you know, from the past that had an attachment on either yourself or your person, which, and I don't want to scare you, but this is what I feel like. There was something that something that was present in the past life that stemmed through many generations and came into this generation, was supposed to be broken, but for some reason or the other it wasn't broken in this life, in the past. I'm hearing unable to complete the mission. So something wasn't completed in the past when it was supposed to be completed. Now the thing is, we all have free will, and on paper you and this person may look very compatible, but ultimately we all have free will. You may have done a synastry, and if I will say, if I was to do a synastry reading for yourself and this person, a synastry is an astrological compatibility report where you put someone and someone's astrology report with another person's astrology report and you see how they connect in a relationship, I guarantee it'll be very positive. I guarantee, I'm looking at your Sanistry right now, but there was a lot of happiness. This connection was supposed to lead to success, victory, generational wealth, children, marriage. The ending of a generational curse that was plaguing you or your person's family for maybe centuries ago. But I feel, again, with this projection, like I said, with the Six of Cups, there was something from the past that wouldn't go away, that infringed upon this relationship, that infringed on your happiness, that caused blockages. There was a choice. Either you made a choice or this person made a choice, but the choice that was made, you know, blocked you or your person from achieving happiness. Because with this Judgment card talks about the energies of Cancer and Scorpio. And Scorpio, like I said, it's ruled by the 8th house: death, rebirth, transformation, taxes, other people's money, your money. Because something from the past will not go away, whether that was a habit from someone's family or a way of doing things that needed to be changed in this life. And I feel like you and your person were trying to change the dynamics of both of your family lineages through each other's meeting with each other, but whatever was played out in the past was reoccurring in the relationship. And it could have been someone's mum that was interfering. It could have been the fact that you wanted to become a mother, this person wanted to become a mother, but someone from the past or a habit from the past kept rearing its ugly head, which blocked your relationship. And also people who were jealous of the relationship and what the relationship represented tried to pull you both apart. This is one where there's too much energies involved in this relationship, too much projecting onto this relationship, because you represented that idealistic love. Nothing's perfect. You knew it wasn't perfect, because behind closed doors there may have been a lot of arguments, a lot of struggles, but you both knew one thing for sure, that you both loved each other, and other people knew that as well. But some people didn't want you to have this child. Some people didn't want you to have this marriage, because that would then mean the curse would, whatever that curse is, or that ex-partner would know there's no going back, or the curse is not broken. Had you both had the opportunity, and there was many opportunities to stabilize this connection, whether through marriage, whether through moving in with each other, or having this child. And maybe for some of you there was a passing of a child, unfortunately, it would have shifted, but I feel like there was too much interferences. People didn't want to allow this connection to flourish and grow. Treasure your loved ones. It's important. It's important to love others deeply. Number 1. I feel like, unfortunately, this connection ended. I feel like this connection ended for some of you. It says treasure loved ones, and it's number 10. Take away the 0 is 1. So I feel like either for some of you, you may have walked away because it was just too much. You may have been arguing with this person, trying to, you may have walked away due to fear that this ex-partner was going to get in the way. For some of you, unfortunately, this person may have passed away, and you may not have seen it coming, because that's a teardrop right there. And you could, we haven't got to in the now what's going on, but you could be left with the memories of this person. But I feel like for some of you, this person was fixated on their loved ones, or you was fixated on your family members. So your family members may have caused drama in your relationship, and because of that lack of discernment, this could be siblings as well. mother figures, family as a whole, there was a tie that needed to be broken away from the family, because the family were the ones that was causing a lot of emotional distress, a lot of blockages, and either yourself or your person didn't grasp that, because you could have been brought up in a traditional household where you have to honor your mother, honor your, you know, your father and all of that, but at the same time, what about honoring yourself if your family's toxic? This could have been one of the reasons why your connection didn't get the opportunity to flourish, because of the treasuring of the loved ones, because they are family. We have embrace your emotions, don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions, number 1 and 8. Number 9, 1 and 8 is 9. I feel like I said, there was a choice, and I feel either yourself or your person chose someone over this connection. It's almost as if you or your person done yourself, I mean, nothing happens for accident, but you may have felt that you done yourself a disservice by, I'm hearing, sabotaging this connection. You may have felt guilt tripped, but I feel like these energies were, I'm just getting a sense of like people just coming towards you and your person, just not letting you be, whether energetically, whether physically, just always wanting to hover around you both, wanting to be in your energy, just wanting to grasp some of that energy, get a piece of that happiness, and for some of you to destroy that happiness because they felt they didn't have that happiness in their life. And it started to cause arguments in your relationship, and you didn't know where it was coming from. It was coming from all these outside sources that just will not let you be. And you started seeing blockages, and there was unhappiness here, and you both may have either projected your anger out on each other, or you both may have stuffed down your true emotions as to what was keeping you stuck and unhappy. Either you didn't want to face what was the real issue, or the other person didn't want to face it, but it was causing like a dense energy in your relationship. We have faith, but you both tried to keep the faith. You both may have moved towards faith. You both may have felt the energies of people trying to tear you apart, and you both may have leaned towards religion. You both may have prayed together. I feel like you were both aware that people were trying to tear you both apart, and it made you connect more of your faith. It made you pray for protection, because you were aware that something's off here, something's weird. How come this is not happening and we're trying this? And you both, I feel, deepened your, I feel like you both had a telepathic psychic connection as well. You knew what this person was thinking, and they knew what you were thinking. You could finish off each other's sentences, so you were both aware where this spiritual attack was coming from. I didn't think it was going to be one of these readings, but you were both aware that this connection was one that was not to be played with, was one that was admired, was one that was envied. So the only thing you could both do in that moment, or in that knowing of that energy, which was quite fearful looking at it, was just to merge together even closer, because you both had that understanding of, if we, let me see if it's cut out, because I told you about what happened yesterday. If you listen to the intro, because I was recording and it cut out, so I've got the charger in. But you may have felt that the only way we can break this, whatever this is, because you both felt like an entity or an energy trying to break you both apart, is to love each other deeper, and to have faith that we are going to make it. Because you may have doubted if you were actually going to make it in this relationship. Are we going to have these things? Are we going to have this happily ever after? I feel like you both found each other in a time where you didn't think you would ever find each other, and it almost felt too good to be true. This was someone that you loved. This is someone that made you feel giddy, gave you butterflies, someone that you enjoyed speaking to, someone that was like a sister, brother, someone that loved you like a family member, someone that was constant, someone that you could laugh and joke with, you could be yourself with. You didn't have to pretend, you know, this person saw you for your true authentic you. So it only made sense to marry this person and procreate with this person. And this is how this person felt about you. They felt, finally I've met my soulmate. I've been searching all my life. This is someone that I want to grow old with. This person wanted to have a son with you as well. This person felt a lot of loyalty towards you. There was a lot of loyalty towards yourself and another person. For some of you, this person may have felt that they were your father in a past life and you were their son, right? And that's what I'm seeing here with the Six of Cups. But this was something deep. But I feel, again, this relationship unfortunately ended. The passion went. And when I say the passion went, I feel like someone may have passed. Like, this could be a power where someone passed away. Like, your partner may have passed. Or your partner's parents may have passed, and it caused an ending to the relationship. Things changed. It wasn't the same after this. This was a completion, or you both may have decided to end the relationship because it was just too much arguments. You both felt that you could have overcame these projections or these interferences, but in the end, these projections and interferences got the better of the both of you, and it was designed to cause an ending. And I feel like this relationship unfortunately ended, which came as a shock to you, which came as a shock to that person, may have came as a shock to other people who was projecting onto the relationship if this person had passed away, because they didn't want, obviously, the person to pass away, but they wanted you both to separate, but they didn't want you both to separate in this form. They may have wanted you both to separate because they didn't want to have to witness the love that you both had for each other, because it represented a lack of love in their life. So there was a lot of sadness here from a lot of people, a lot of sadness from yourself, or this person may have ended the relationship, or you ended the relationship. Like I said, also someone's parents may have passed, which, you know, caused the relationship to end. Someone may have felt that they couldn't continue, you know, moving forward with this actual relationship. With this Discover card as well, this connection allowed you both to discover at the time a strength within you that you didn't know existed. You were both discovering the unknown, because I feel like for some of you, you were of different cultural backgrounds, but you also, if you don't resonate with that, you were also teaching each other a new way of living. Like I mentioned before, you both taught each other you both taught each other things that both of you may have lacked in your life. And I also feel that you both showed each other a sense of stability that you never experienced before in your life. You were both constant. I feel like you both may have not have had that. Again, there was a lot of people threatened by this connection, because sometimes I feel like you didn't understand why they were, because what the relationship represented to you was more than just how it was perceived by others. People just were so drawn and jealous about this relationship. I'm hearing, why couldn't that be me? Why can't I have, oh, he's so lucky, oh, she's so lucky. Because you could have been, you know, you may have children with each other, or they could have children already, or you could have children. You could be a blended family, or you could be a parent and they became a step parent. And there could have been some single people that may have felt, oh, why can't I meet a stepfather for my children like him or her, or why can't I get a stepmother? You know, there was a lot of why can't like investment, and they don't really know what was going on behind the scenes. But I feel like what you both brought to each other's life was more than just how it looked on the outside. You both could be very attractive people as well, where you have that starlight quality. So wherever you go, people are going to be drawn to you, whether you're by yourself or this person's by themselves. Like, people are just drawn to you. But you weren't both phased in that. It's like you both evolved from thinking anything about how we look to others, right? It was more about, what can I learn from this? Where can we take this love? How can we let this love evolve? finally having something constant and stable in my life. This is what you're both trying to build with each other and discover ways on how you can do it, because you never encountered a love like this before, or you both may have never felt this type of stability that you had encountered within one another, even from your parents. So it was like a brand new phase for both of you. But unfortunately, the situation ended. Let's see what else we've got. Oh boy, let's see. Okay, so what's happening in the present for you, my butterfly? What's happening in the present? I don't understand why it's always happening in the present. Let's see. Okay, this is the last bit of the reading. So I have to be mindful. Okay, so what's going on presently in your situation? Sorry about the delay. We have the Hanged One. I'm going to have to draw some more cards out as well, because I didn't pull the Three of Swords. Yeah, so this is indicating to me that, you know, because of the situation of this ending, you could be feeling quite stuck in the feeling of, like I said, I started off the reading with Adele's song, we could have had it all. Like, there's an energy of just being at the cusp of something and it just disappearing, which is leaving you in a sense of feeling heartbroken. It's as if you feel your heart has been ripped out of your chest. It's as if you feel that your heart is numb and you just feel stuck. Like, what do I do now? You know, I feel like you are on the cusp of something. Let's see. How is my butterfly feeling in the now? What's going on in my butterfly's love life? How are they feeling in the now? Yeah. Okay, we'll just take the 2. Put that back. We'll just take the 2. Yeah. Yeah. You just feel like stuck. Some of you could be a Taurus, or some of you could be a Pisces or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And you know, these are all, this is an Earth card. You could be thinking that I just need to focus on my finances. That's the only thing I can control, is focusing on my finances, focusing on doing better, growing my finances. Your money could be your focus. You could be throwing yourself into work to forget about this pain, to forget about this loss, but there's still a feeling of feeling emotionally stuck. You know, physically, yes, you could be going to work, you could be, you know, focused on work, how to make money, how to, whatever the case. You know, you could work in an organization whereby you know, because we've got Capricorn, which is 10th house energy, and you could be very established within your career, or you could be focusing on establishing your career. You may feel like that's going to make you feel good, that's going to make you happy, but that's just detaching away from one's emotions, right? That's just not really connecting to one's emotions, because one doesn't want to feel one's emotions because it's too painful. It's too painful. Because like I said, you felt as if you almost had it. You felt as if you almost had it. And some of you, you did have it. You were married to this person. You were married to this person. You were in love with this individual. This person was in love with you equally. It was not one-sided by any stretch of the imagination. You were both planning for the future with the Seven of Pentacles in the first half of the card. And then, for some reason, it all came crashing down. It all came to an end, you know. And for some of you, this person may have passed away as well, and that may have come as a shock to you because of all the plans that you both had, you know, for the future. So it's like you could be feeling in the now, what do I do now? You know, I planned my life with this individual, and now I have to switch up my goals. And this could be the thing. You could be thinking about how you know, how you used to focus on work and how you work. You could be now thinking, I have to use how I'm going to direct my life as if I'm focusing on a project. So your focus could be on, you know, trying to achieve your way out of this feeling. How am I going to get myself out of this feeling? I'm hearing rut. You may feel like you're in a rut, because how am I going to get myself unstuck? Because I feel stuck right now. I feel like I don't know how to get myself out of this, which is weird, because I was so secure beforehand, and now I don't feel secure. Now I don't feel anything at all. This is what I'm picking up from you. Pile number 2. And it could lead, it could, you know, I feel like it could bring a bit of anger as well, because with the Three of Swords, because you are aware that there was other factors involved in this connection. You are aware that either an ex, either family members, either a way of being wouldn't let this relationship be. You know, there was, like I mentioned before, there was something generational that should have been broken. Maybe there was some sort of addictions that this person may have had that, you know, eventually took over the relationship, which may have led to this person's passing. And maybe these addictions may have stemmed from something in the generational lineage of that person's family, but it wasn't broken. Maybe this person was, you know, if it was an ending in regards to like you and this person broke up, maybe it was a thing of this person not letting their toxic family go, or you not letting your toxic family members go. You may have toxic family members that may have interfered, and this person may have felt it's always going to be them before me. I need to leave. They may have walked out, and it may have caused you a lot of heartbreak. And some of you could be in a relationship right now, but you may still be pondering about this ex. Not for all of you, but for others of you, I feel like you could be in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You may feel like the only thing I can do is focus on my money, on my pentacles. And Spirit is saying this needs to be cleared. This energy needs to be purged. It needs to be healed. And I was saying to pile number 1 that they should maybe do intricative therapy, where you combined all therapies, psychodynamic therapy, which focuses on the past. And you may need to talk about the past in order to gain clarity from the past. And I feel like you know what the situation is. You know what the situation is. You know the red flags that were appearing within the connection. You know what caused the connection to break down. Maybe you may have felt that you disregarded the red flags. Maybe you felt that, you know, when your partner was telling you about family members, that you just disregarded it. Oh, you're just being sensitive. Or no, these people were really trying to, you know, maybe, you know, for some of you, this person went back to an ex, or you may have went back to an ex, and this person was saying, look, this person is trying to get you into bed, and you're like, no. And then unfortunately you may have ended back in a relationship or in bed, or kissed the person, or something like that. Or maybe you're trying to warn this person about an addiction and how it could actually affect their life. And maybe you need to release that sense of feeling guilty, you know, because ultimately everyone has, you know, for some of you, I feel like this person, if you're still in a relationship with this individual, for some of you, I'm just hearing it now, this person could have an addiction. They could have an addiction. Something has spiraled out of control, and they're trapped in a cycle of an addiction. And this could have been the thing that you were trying to, or this could have been the thing that they had to break free from in the past. Some sort of generational something, which prevents you both from moving forward, which prevents you both from, and this could be your energy, will we get married? Will we stabilize? This person's, they're not playing by the rules in your mind. And I'm not saying that in a patronizing, controlling way. I mean more so in a sense of, we plan these things. We had, our love is like this. Why are you doing this? This could be your energy as well. And I feel, because I feel like I'm speaking to different groups of you, I feel like if you resonate with your partner having these addictions, then it may be time to put ultimatums on this connection. If you want these things with me, then you need to get help. Whilst, you know, they're in this phase, you still need to work on yourself. You still need to nurture yourself. This person may need to go to rehab, get help, get to the heart of the matter as to why they choose to go towards these substances in order to forget something may have happened. They need to uncover what has happened in the past to understand why they are going towards these substances. This is where psychodynamic therapy comes into it. Learning from the past to have a better future, or seeing how the past played out as to why our future is playing out the way that it is. This person needs to have CBT therapy as well, whereby they learn techniques and that will aid them to not want to succumb to, you know, vices. They need to have person-centered therapy, where they feel safe in an environment where they can speak about their fears, their worries, their stresses. And they may find that this all occurs from the family, or there was something, you know, it just got overwhelming for them. But they definitely need therapy, and possibly, most definitely, rehab. You also need to heal, because you could be focused on shoulda, woulda, coulda, feeling stuck in an emotion, not knowing how to break free from these emotions. So again, you too may need to seek counseling, because focusing on money and work, yes, it could be a good distraction, but you still need to get to the heart of the distraction. Why are you trying to distract yourself from the obvious? Because it's going to crop back up once you pack that laptop away, once you go home, or once you are washing the dish. It's going to creep back up. So you need to work through your emotions of this pain, of this loss, of this sorrow, and not feel guilty about it. Acknowledge that pain, not suppress that pain, because it's making you feel trapped and stuck. And I feel like it's making you go over, what if, why didn't this never happen? And you know, that's natural, but you don't want to stay stuck in there. And I was speaking to part number one about me meeting this woman called Pam today at work, and she was saying to me that her husband has dementia and she's been with him for 60 years. And I just thought to myself, that is so sad, because she's obviously remembered him how he used to be. She was 80, she looked fabulous as well. She looked like she took care of herself. She was healthy, she was out and about, she was going away for the weekend, and she was saying that she's going to watch a show. And I came to find that her dog was going to be performing in the show, and she used to, you know, help the dog. I can't remember what people that do that are called, but she was going to help the dog. She used to aid the dog around the assault course But now she was going to be in the audience, and she was going to stay with some friends, but her friends were going to stay in tents, but she wanted to stay in a bed and breakfast. And she was 80. She was just at the workplace to get her car serviced. And I just thought, you know, she obviously went through, she's been with her husband for 60 years, right? And during those 60 years, she's obviously seen the changes. And I even mentioned that to her, like, you know, you have so much memories, like, of when you first met each other, when you first became parents and grandparents. And her reply was, you have to live in the now. You know, because she was saying on the way there to the where she was going, she passed so much amazing cottages and houses, and I was like, you should live in the countryside. And she goes, I want to, but my husband doesn't want to. And that's when I found out about his dementia. And she said she accepts the situation for what it is. So remember, she's got the memories, she's got all those memories, and God knows what she has to put up with behind closed doors, or whoever you believe in, you know, maybe when he's unhappy, when he's grumpy, you know. And that was her escapism. And part of her accepting the situation was acknowledging that this is how it is, but I can still create my own happiness despite this being what it is. And this could be your thing, this could be your way of thinking, this is what it is, but I'm going to create my happiness by working. But to me, that's like, and please take what resonates, that's like you're suppressing your emotions, you're pushing down, you're not acknowledging the pain. Whereas, and I'm not comparing, but from what I got with Pam, I said to her, look, I can tend to procrastinate sometimes on the past. She says, don't. It's not going to change, and you're going to make yourself unhappy. And that's the thing. By even not acknowledging the past, it's not going to change. It's going to make you unhappy. Acknowledge the past, but free yourself from it. But don't stay in the past, and stay in the present. It's what Pam said to me. And this is about staying in the present. How can I make myself happy in the present? She also mentioned about the future. The future can change at any time. She obviously had goals about her future. She may have felt that her and her husband were going to, you know, go to the countryside together and just retire there. Their kids are grown, but he can't. She can. So she's still trying to create her happy. And I feel like you are trying to create your happy, but part of you being on the journey to creating your happy is acknowledging the situation, acknowledging your pain, working through your pain, maybe with a counsellor, and not focus on your pain. Because I feel like some of you are focused on your pain, and the only way to free yourself from that pain is acknowledging it, maybe speaking through with it with a counsellor, releasing it, staying in the moment, realizing that you cannot change the past, but you can be in the present. It's not easy. It is not easy, from what I can see. And from what I know, especially when you've lost someone. And for some of you, you may feel like this person, you know, he gave up or she gave up, or allowed whatever the case, outside influences to involve it, you know, to get in the way of what we have here, you know, is what I'm picking up. Okay, so let's take a look. What's happening in present for you, pile number what's happening in the present, what's happening in the present. Again, we've got this like reoccurring cards here. Wow, literally got reoccurring cards. Pile number 2. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Three of Swords here. We've got the Hanged One. We've got the Hanged Man here. We've got what? We've got the Devil card. We've got the Devil here. Wow. Cards don't lie. I feel like this could be your person's energy as well. You know, the Hanged One is like, it's not like, it's Piscean energy. And Saturn is in Pisces for the next 2.5 years, right? And, you know, I feel like the Saturn in Pisces really done a number on your relationship. Some of you could be a Pisces. And there's a lot of pain. We've got Three of Swords twice. You're both experiencing the same pain. And this card is like the heart is ripped to shreds. And you may feel like you just need to scream. And you may feel obviously emotionally vulnerable right now. You feel like your life's at a standstill. You may feel stuck. And again, with the, you know, this could be leading you to some sort of addictions as well. That spirit is saying you need to break yourself free from. It's easier said than done, but how you can do that as well. You could be overeating, you could be smoking too much, you could be drinking too much, just, you know, because you just don't understand how you can get yourself through this pain. There's no manual, there's no book, there's this, you know, but you are still trying to manifest yourself out of this pain. That's the only thing you can have control of. Okay, let me manifest, let me try. Some of you could be a magician. When I say magician, some of you could be a Gemini. A person could be a Gemini with Pisces here 3 times. I feel like the situation is forcing you to get in touch with your emotions. Some of you are trying to disregard your emotion, to swerve around, but the pain is evident and the pain is being addressed, and you don't want to continue walking around with this pain, and you want to free yourself from these addictions. This could be yourself or your person, because you want to forget about the loss of this person, and it hurts so much, and you just want it to end. You just want this pain to go away. And you could be thinking to yourself, the only way this pain is going to go away is if I work on myself, is if I face the pain head on, as if I acknowledge the pain. By not acknowledging the pain, it's going to make it linger. And this person could be deepening in their addictions as well. You could be trying to pray for this individual, and this person being in their addiction is breaking your heart. And for some of you, you may have ended this relationship because of this person's addictions, but this person's addictions worsened. You may have caught wind of this even if you're not with this person now, and you are doing well in your life, but you still care about this person, and it's like this person is stuck and stagnant, or you're still in this relationship and things are at a standstill because of this person's addictions. You're losing money, this person's becoming very verbally and emotionally aggressive, and you're trying to manifest your way out of this. Or you have manifested yourself out of this, but you want to manifest this person back to good health. For some of you, this person's passed away. There's a pain here, like no one's given me a manual on how to deal with grief. But the only thing you can deal with is in the now, and how you can heal yourself, because you don't want to get yourself in a cycle. Some of you could be focusing on speaking to a counselor, doing the inner work, you know, cleansing yourself, like doing chakra balancing. But I feel more so some of you are reaching out to a counselor. You may have felt, no, I don't want a counselor, but now it's like, I need to speak to someone because this is destroying me. And I feel like your focus right now is on self-healing. We have actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. 4 and 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so I feel like in order for you to feel stable, you have to feel emotionally and spiritually stable. And you know that in order to move towards this sense of stability, you have to work on yourself. You have to do the inner work. You have to, you know, seek out outside help. This is what you're feeling and thinking. Some of you may feel like you can do it alone. Maybe some of you are feeling like throwing myself into work is making things worse because it still creeps up on me. And again, some of you could be looking online to see ways in which you can help yourself, and I feel like you'll be reaching out for help, something that you may not have done before, but you may feel like This is the only way forward. Actions speak loudly. Some of you may have been to and fro as to whether or not to take this person back, but then you may have come to realize that this person's too deep in their addiction and they don't want to help themselves, because their actions are saying something completely different to what they're saying to me. They're saying they want to try, but then they're still taking drugs, or they're still gambling, or they're still, trapped in their addictions. They're still being toxic. There's something here, and you don't want to be a part of this. You may have given this person ultimatum. You may have seen this person not going to change, and then you remove yourself, but you still pray for them. You still want the best for them because there was love. And this person, for some of you, may have changed overnight, which is why you may feel stuck. They may have left the relationship. They may have decided to cut you off or move back. I don't really feel cut off, but I feel like maybe chose family over you, over the relationship. Maybe allowed an ex to interfere in the relationship, which tore you both apart, which brought up distrust. We have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. So some of you, 1 and 2, which is 3, you are having faith within the situation, because I feel like this third party doesn't have to be another person. We've got 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 2 here, which is 3. This third party could be interferences from other people like we saw beforehand. It could also be vices as well, but you're having faith that this person's going to make the right choice, the right decision to turn their life around. You're not sure if you want to be in this relationship with this person as yet, but you are hopeful that through prayer, and if this person gets the help that they need, then things, maybe you could start off as friends again. For some of you, this is about you working on yourself. This is about you focusing on stabilizing your emotions as well. You don't want to just, like I said, just work. You want to be able to be spiritually, emotionally balanced as well. You don't want it to be fake. You don't want it to be a facade. You know that the only way out of this pain that you're experiencing, because you want to free yourself from this pain with the butterflies there, you are acknowledging this loss, but you still have faith that you can have a bright future, and you want to work towards that, but you feel quite stuck in as to how. And you may feel the only way that I can achieve that is by gaining counseling, is by honoring my emotions, releasing my emotions, working through my emotions, working through my grief, healing myself, doing things that are going to get me back to some sort of normality, working on my self-love, getting myself out of these addictions that I have myself, that you could be thinking, bettering myself, living my life for myself and my person that passed. That could be part of your healing, energy as well. Okay, some of you may want to move. You may feel like if you move, that could be part of your healing, because the Magician card represents third house energy, which rules, your neighborhood, your siblings, etc. Some of you feel like you need a fresh start. Okay, so what's happening in the future in regards to my person's love life, please? My butterfly, sorry. This is about self-healing, especially like with pile number 1. What's happening? Yeah, gratitude, being grateful for the now, and like I said, like focusing in the now, being grateful for the connections that you do have is what I'm picking up, because some of you are connected with your true soul tribe as well. Trickery, you're really connecting to your true soul tribe, and you're connecting to people that are not of your true soul tribe. I'm hearing some people that you felt was there for you or would be there for you during this time are not there for you. This could be a friend as well. This could be someone that was jealous of your relationship as well. I'm not saying they're sitting there thinking, yes, I'm happy it's over, but subconsciously their actions are showing that they wasn't supportive of the relationship, because they may have felt a lack of love. Do they feel happy that you're in the space of despair? Yes and no, because they felt that they have had to walk through despair, and now you get a chance to experience what they felt. That's how they feel. They felt, like I said, they could have been one of the individuals that projected onto your relationship thinking that you had it all perfect, and you really didn't, because there were things that needed to be done. There were seeds that were planted, but they didn't get a chance to sprout, and they didn't get a chance to sprout because of, you know, either your actions, your person's actions, and the projections of other people. And maybe when it was too late, I could see that's when you and your person became, you know, you were both trying to unite, but by then the energies were already let into the connection. And I feel more so you were warning this person, or this person may have been warning you, and there was many interferences, whether it's from vices, families, ex-partners, jealous friends, neighbors, siblings, whatever the case, right? And because either yourself or your person was spiritually open, these energies were allowed to attach themselves onto the connection and cause like conflict. So you may have found that you were arguing a lot with this person, or you were doubting the connection. You didn't feel as stable as you did before. There was a lot of attacks on your home. There was a lot of like people just walking past your home, or just thinking and projecting, and I hope they break up, I hope they get into an argument, or, you know, it was just horrible. And you may have started to feel insecure within the relationship for no reason. When we had like that red card representing the root chakra, there was a lot of security. You both brought a sense of security within each other that you've never experienced before, but then you started to doubt each other. So I feel like in the now, you're really starting to weed out, you know, who's no good for you. You're starting to weed out, and you're starting to notice, you know, the snakes around you, or your person starting to notice the snakes around them. It could be a friend as well. This person may have been pretending to be so happy that you were together with your person. This person could be pregnant, or when you were talking about trying for a child with your person, this person may have pretended to be happy. Some of you could have children with this individual, but I feel like some of you didn't get the opportunity to make a situation flourish. So for some of you, I'm hearing you may have had a child with this person, and it could have been someone that you told you were pregnant to. They were not happy for you because they're like, oh gosh. And then you may have wanted to get married to this individual, or you were supposed to get married to this individual, and this person was pretending to be happy and they was not happy because they felt like you had it all. Gratitude, trickery. Someone was pretending to be happy. This could also represent that whoever's around your person, they don't want your person to get better, or this could also be individuals around you. They don't want you to they want you to stay stuck in this rut, and your energy is more geared towards leveling up, getting yourself out of, and I say rut, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but you feel stuck and stagnant. You know that this is not where you want to be, and you know that people want you to stay here, and you're also seeing that during this time in your life you're not getting the support that you desire, and this could be from a friend, and it's making you see that I have to get myself out of this because there's no one that's going to help me. And, you know, when we're in this situation, it's generally a time for us to go within. You know that Christina Aguilera song, Trust the Voice Within? It's you know intuitively what to do. And during these times, yes, we have to go within. Yes, we have to trust that voice within. And that voice, or, you know, our intuition would lead us to people that can actually aid us on our healing journey. You don't want to align with people that don't want the best for you. And I feel like once you go within, you're going to start to find your inner strength. You're going to start to figure out ways that you can heal yourself. Okay, I can get counseling. Okay, there are people that I can talk to, or there is a counselor that I can talk to. And I did mention integrative therapy could be beneficial for your person, and actually for you, bereavement therapy, especially if you lost a partner as well, will be beneficial for you. You know, it's still almost as if for some of you, some people want to see you wallow, but you're not giving them that because you're focusing on leveling up, and you will start to see that your self-worth gets stronger. You're starting to work on yourself. You're starting to believe in yourself. You're starting to focus on, you know, your creativity as well, and what makes you feel good. One more card, please, Spirit. But this trickery card is not making me feel good. You know, so you could have people around you trying to manipulate you in the now. I feel like it's more so this fake friend, or you may have they may have exposed themselves to you that they were a fake friend, because you're just looking back and thinking, where were they? Or you're looking at family members and thinking, or your person's family members, and thinking they contributed to this downfall of the relationship, or whatever the case is. You're just starting to see the snakes, and you're grateful for that, because it's almost like your third eye is very powerful right now. Some of you are definitely deepening your meditation, or you're getting in touch with meditation, and you're gaining answers, and through these answers you're gaining the insight to seek therapy, to journal, to meditate more, to cleanse, to balance, to heal, to protect yourself energetically from these people. So I see some of you focusing on doing protection spells, and, you know, really cleansing your energy, shifting your energy. You know, you could be burning a candle to transmute any negativity that is sent your way, and you're learning protection spells, so that some of you are wishing that you learned these things before, or some of you may have lacked discernment before, and you're realizing the situation now. Maybe your person was saying, look, this person, I feel they're doing spell work on us, or I think this person, and you're like, yeah, or this could have been your other person. And you may have felt that if we were both in alignment with each other, then we could have broken this thing, whatever this thing was. But you're really up in the ante in terms of your protection. You could be isolating yourself. That could be a form of protection. You could be distancing yourself from these fake people because you don't want their negativity to infringe upon you. One more card, please. What is happening in the now for my butterflies in regards to their love life? I feel like you're definitely a victim. You know, some of you are realizing that you or your person were a victim in the past, were a victim of narcissistic abuse as well. Maybe you could be thinking that your person is a narcissist. This is why you can't be with them, because we've got the devil card here, the devil card again here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. You could be a Taurus. Fourth house energy, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, Gemini, Pisces. This person could have a moon in Gemini. For some of you, you don't want to be a victim anymore. You may have felt in victim mode. How can I get myself out of feeling like a victim? Or you could be coming to the awareness that what you've experienced could have crushed you, or what you've experienced made you feel like a victim. Like I said, you may have had, please take what resonates, a relationship whereby, you gain a lot of wisdom. You may have had impatience. You gain a lot of wisdom. You may have had a relationship whereby you almost had it all, and then this person's addictions took over, which made them change into something that they didn't want to be, or that could have been your energy. Pile number 2. Please take what resonates. You know, may have made you change, and now you're seeking help. You know, and you may have felt to yourself, it's because of my past, you know, because my dad used to behave like this, or my mum used to behave like this, so that's why I started to act like this in relationships. You know, it's something there. I also feel like this could also be you manifesting your way out of this, manifesting ways that you can heal yourself. You could be growing quite impatient. You could be getting a lot of downloads as well, like writing things down, researching things, how you can heal yourself, gaining a lot of wisdom through your experiences, researching your experience and finding more clarity and confirmation about your experiences. You could be gaining help from like a healer, or you could be turning to religion, is what I'm picking up as well, because you want to find a way out. You are on a quest, instead of you just focusing on your job and how to, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do well at work, but instead of you focusing on your job and how you can achieve, you know, that status or whatever, you want to reach that, you know, high level of self-actualization, you know, because I'm thinking about 10th house energy, and 10th house, I should say, is ruled by Capricorn, and you know, it's about recognition, it's about success and fame in some cases, right? You want to be a success within yourself. You want to achieve success with healing yourself, becoming a better version to yourself. That is the main importance to you right now. Before you may have just been about money, but now it's like, no, I need to be the best version of myself. In order to become the best version of myself, I need to heal. The same way I put in all that effort, all those emotions and dedication and fixation on getting a lot of money, making a lot of money, being the best thing at the top, I need to be the best version of me. This is the biggest project that I have ever taken on, which is bettering me. You know, you don't want to be seen as the victim anymore. Some of you could be seeing yourself as I was a victim. Like, you're doing a lot of research on your situation, on how your relationship used to be, and you're learning about narcissism, you're learning about the dynamic that you were in with that person that you were with, or you could be learning about addictions as well, if your person had an addiction, and how it can take over one's life, how it can steer a life somewhere else. And you're just gathering up so much knowledge is what I'm picking up as well. You're learning about who to stay away from as well. And you're not going to be manipulated, especially if this person's still in your life and they are saying, yeah, I've changed and, you know, I'm getting help. You know not to be manipulated. You know not to invite this person in, because this person's toxic AF, right? For some of you, they are toxic. But for some of you, this person's passed away, and just because you are in a healing state, you are still aware of, like I said, your intuition has deepened, so you know who to trust, who not to trust, who has been there to support you and who has not been there to support you. And moving forward, you know who you want around you and who you are not going to be having around you, because you are in the awareness that your life is not always going to be like this. You are manifesting a brighter future for yourself. Spirit is saying do a vision board, but you know that your life is not always going to be like this, and you need to know from now who is going to be around you once your life takes a turn for the better, and you're coming up, you know, you're gaining a lot of downloads as to who is for you and who is not for you. And 9 times out of 10, from what I saw, you're seeing who is not for you. Okay, so let's take a look at the outcome of your situation. Your love life. We got the Sun. I knew you'll have a positive, happily ever after. Nothing's ever perfect though, pile number 2, right? Nothing is ever perfect. But, you know, this is better than what you have endured before. Now let's see, because I didn't, with this reading, it really, there's other cards that were not pulled, I just got confused if I pulled them or not, and it's just weird. All right, let's see. Outcome for my pile number 2's love life, please, Spirit. Please tell my pile number 2 messages they need to know, not want to know. Outcome for my pile number 2's love life, please, Spirit. Okay. There's a lot. Spirit saying it's too much. Okay, I'll just leave it there. So this to me, okay, alright, I'll leave it there. This to me is indicating, I'm hearing 2 more for some reason. Outcome. Okay. Alright, let's leave it there. Alright, this to me is indicating that you are moving forward to a more positive outlook in your life. We've got the Sun card and we've got the Queen of Wands. You know, the Queen of Wands speaks about someone that's ambitious. So you're still going to maintain that ambition. Someone that is confident. Someone that is has an infectious laughter, or someone that is of magic, someone that is a great manifester, someone that is sassy, someone that is powerful, someone that is sexy, talented, and charismatic. So you could encounter somebody of these qualities and traits, someone that is high vibrational, right? With a sun card, you could encounter a Leo person, or you could be of a Leo, but you may, I feel like you could be in this energy for some of you, or you could encounter a love like this that's coming in, right? You could meet this person in August, or this person's birthday could be in August, or your birthday could be in August or July, and I feel like you may not want this person's offer. There's something that you may feel like this person's too good to be true, which is quite a shame. And again, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, whereby you're just going to be focused on yourself, focused on your coin, focus on your career. There's nothing wrong in that. Some of you could connect with a Taurus. Got Taurus twice. Or Pisces. Or you could be a Taurus or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. I feel like you're going to meet somebody in the future. And you may feel like you can meet this person in August. Aries season, which is, I believe, March, April. Or Taurus season, right? Yeah, because we've got, this person could be an Aries, Pisces cast, or you could meet them in April, March, or July, or August, right? But this connection may make you feel as if you are indecisive. You may feel like two things, because we've got Two of Pentacles. If I get into this connection, what if the same thing happens again? Or you could also feel like you could be doing very well in your career. You're going to be very successful. Whatever you were working on, yes, I'm not saying you put it at the back burner, but you realize that you can't just throw yourself into that. You have to do the spiritual work within yourself, and once you've done the spiritual work within yourself, what we saw from the present, tense, you were able to shift the energy within you that brought in abundance, that brought in financial abundance, that brought in opportunities, that brought in success, right? You changed your mindset, you purged your feelings, you spoke about your feelings, you healed from your feelings, which is going to make you feel happier, which is stripping you of the burdens that were weighing you down. You're going to feel lighter, more creative as well, more passionate about life. This is why this person's going to be coming in like, hey, this person's going to want some serious commitment with you. And again, like I mentioned, you are going to be in the energies whereby you may feel like, if I get into this connection with this person, what does that mean for my career? Because you will be so used to being on your own as well, and you don't want anything to spoil that. And also for some of you, you may be thinking, I want to still pay tribute to the person that I lost. You could still be thinking about the person that you lost, and you may feel like this is too soon. Like, I can't just get into a connection with someone. It's too soon. It's way too soon. What does that mean? Does that mean that I'm cheating? Does that mean that I'm being disloyal? It's too soon, but at the same time, your energy would have called this person in, and I feel like, this could be a secret admirer for some of you. Some of you, this person has been watching you online, on your social media. They could have been following your social media. But I feel more so it's a secret admirer. But this person will want something serious with the Emperor card. They will want to offer you something serious, but you may not be, what's the right word, accepting of it. Especially if you've been hurt before, you may feel like this person's just coming in because I'm successful. They just want to take what I've got. But this person's got their own, with the Emperor card. They could own their own business. They could own their own property. They could live with their mother though, or they could have a child, already. But for some of you, they got their own property. But they're very mysterious, And there is marriage that is present within your future. There is a marriage that I feel everything you felt you lost. I think I said this with pile number 1. You're gonna gain it, but there's something about you feeling not ready. There's something about you it's not like you don't feel like you deserve it, because with the Queen of Wands and the Sun card, so high vibrational, you will feel so deserving because you will be in that energy of self-love. Like, things are going to be going well for you, but then there's going to be a feeling of guilt. There could be a feeling of guilt of, I only wanted to marry once, but the person, I'm unable to marry that person. That could be the feeling of guilt. Or the last time I was going to get married, the other person bailed on me. You know, they switched up on me. You know, so there could be a bit of indecision around the marriage. But this person will be serious about making you their wife or their husband, because this is a very traditional person. This could be someone that's from Italy for some of you, Iran, Mexico, Spain, Egypt, India, Jamaica, someplace in Europe, Afghanistan, Morocco. I'm just hearing all of this. Like, this could be like a connection that is of a different cultural background. This is a new relationship. This is something very spiritual. This person could be in touch with, this person could be not overtly religious. They could be religious. They could, I feel more so, they could be very traditional. They could be very traditional. You and this person may not have the same religious beliefs. That could be, I wouldn't say it caused conflict, but this person's of a different cultural background than yourself. And I feel like you or this individual will be open to learning about each other's different cultural backgrounds. And you may learn about this person's cultural background secretly. This connection that we had, the Ten of Pentacles. Did we have Ten of Pentacles in the first one? This connection does speak of you and this person settling down. But you may feel like you're not ready for it, but it's there for the taking. This person will be serious about you. This person will know their worth. This person will want to offer you stability. And this person, I thought, is financially stable. And they will not want to disrupt what you have going on, because they will have their own as well. Let's see. Outcome for my pile number 2, please. Let's see. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. 4 and 1, which is 5. Yeah, because your focus is so much on yourself. I'm hearing it's my time to shine, it's my time, because you may have invested so much and only for it to only go another way. And that's why you may have felt that I'm going to live my life unapologetically. And you don't want anyone taking you off your course. But what are you striving towards? Okay, I feel that you are very ambitious. You know what you want. You know what you are striving towards. But at the same time, Spirit will intervene and think, okay, now it's time for you to share what you've got with someone else to add to what you've got. That's what I feel the situation is going to be. And you're going to be taken aback, because you will be in that energy of being so much in control of how your life is going to be, that you may have manifested with the Magician card in the present tense. By this time I'm going to be this one, and that one I'm going to meet this one, and that's how you may live your life. But Spirit's going to surprise you. And like when I spoke to my friend that I may never see again, because you know sometimes Spirit uses people to give you messages. Pam, don't focus on the future, because anything can change. Stay in the now. And I feel like you are in the now, but you still got your eye on the future. But anything can change. And that anything that can change is this Aries person, is this Leo person, is this Taurus person that's going to come in, you know, and show you something different. And this is saying do something for someone else. So I feel like at the beginning you may feel like this is not part of the plan, but eventually you will open up to the idea of, let me share my energy now. It's okay to. This could be the other person's energy. They could be so fixated on work that when they see you, they're drawn by you. I'm playing with scented dough. This feels so good. Yeah, when they see you, they could be so drawn towards you. Then it could be a situation of, no, I don't want this person to steer me off my path, but I just cannot get over how infectious and attracted I am to their energy. This person's going to be drawn to your energy. You know, your happiness and exuberance is going to be shining from within. They're going to find you sexy. They're going to find you passionate about life. They're going to find you colourful, animated, funny, cute, and just like a beam of light. Like your light is going to shine so bright that they're just going to be drawn to it. But then they're going to feel, no, I can't let this person know. This person, you may work with them, or this person is a business owner. This person could be creative, or you could be creative, and this person could be very, what's the word? They could work in offices, so they may feel like it's not going to work at first, but they'll be so drawn to your difference because they could be very corporate. That's the right word. We have the union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. 8, 9, 10. This person or yourself is not going to be able to deny the actual connection. Part number 2. I feel like you may have felt that you lost out on an opportunity in the past of getting that love that was so deep from what I saw. And I feel like this is going to be a continuation of that love. No love is ever the same. But this love is going to be one worth taking a chance for. And this person's going to realize that as well, because it could be them that's in denial. Romance. There's going to be a lot of romance within this connection. This is the type of connection whereby you're always going to be kissing, touching, and this person's going to be very romantic. You may want to take this person out, or this person may want to take you out. So you'll both be into music, writing poems for each other, giving each other gifts. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection, where the communication is open, it's harmonious, it's balanced. You both speak about your fears. You both have that emotional connection where you're able to read each other, and you will both choose love, because you could both be in that energy where you could both be trying to deny the connection. Like, no, I can't. It'll be undeniable. I feel like eventually you'll both succumb to each other. Like, it might just be a kiss. That could be your introduction to say, okay, we are together. Because I feel like you're both going to be trying to fight the connection. You're both going to admire each other. Again, this could be a business owner that you connect with, or you could have a business, but you're both successful, or you both will be successful in the stage in your life in the future, and they're going to want to lock you down. But then it's going to be an energy of, I can't let this person know, because what if it deters me back to what you love in the reverse? So this person is nothing like your ex. This person is, if you had a toxic ex, this is nothing like your ex. This is the person that will make you forget about your ex. And I feel like I'm speaking about the person that's toxic, because we have back to what you love in the reverse. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to evaluate what you want. Number 3. So whatever past pains, hurts, interferences that happened in your past relationship, if you had a partner that passed away, if you had a partner that allowed interferences, addictions, friends, family members, neighbors to get in front, or if you done that in the past, this is not going to happen this time, because you would have more discernment because of what you're doing now. You're working on yourself. You're seeing, you're weeding out the trash from, the good ones. And unfortunately, in the now, the trash is outweighing the good ones for you. When you're looking around and seeing who's there for you, you could probably count on one hand, or no hands for some of you. And this is why you're going to have so much self-worth, even more than you did before, because you would know how far it took you to get to this point, and you're not going to settle for anything less. And you're going to be on a roll, like, yeah, I'm making money, my career's going well, and I'm having all these opportunities. You're going to be gathering, making opportunities, connecting with the right people, networking, and, some of you could be social media influencers, some of you could be dancers, singers. Things are going to be going good for you. You're going to be glowing, you're going to be looking good. You're definitely going to have a level up and a glow up, as they say with the sun card. It's definitely going to be a glow up. You may change your image. It's going to be like, wow. Things are going to be going good, and then this person's going to come in. And with this card in the reverse, it's number 3. This indicates to me that, again, this person is not like the person from your past, even if it is the person that passed away. Yes, that love was a deep, spiritual, beautiful love. And this love, I feel, is a continuation from what you had moving forward. This could be the love that breaks that generational curse that was unable to be broken in the past. This, I feel, is going to be the love whereby, instead of just being engaged, you will get married. This is going to be the love that may push you towards your religious practice that you may take up in the future, or your spiritual beliefs, because there was an energy of, although you and your ex, I wouldn't say your ex, yeah, or the person from the past having that deep connection, there was still something disconnected from it. There was still some level of not having discernment, maybe from yourself or your person, but through what you're doing in the now and through your connection with this person, because I feel like this person's spiritual, it will take you to that level that you are supposed to be on, so that you don't allow any third party interferences to infringe upon the connection. You will be aware, and I feel more so this connection is going to be very private. Not to say that in the past, you had wanted the connection out there, but you may have, either yourself or your person were very known, or you just have that personality with the sun card whereby people just always noticed you and your person. You couldn't even hide away because everyone knew who you were. Everyone was fixated on your connection. It was like you're both celebrities, but this connection will be very private. This person's very private as well. So a lot of things will go on behind closed doors. You could even marry in private and tell people later, or not tell people at all. People may just assume that you are single. People may just assume that this person's single. Will you be seen out with each other? Yes, but to secluded places where you don't know people. Okay? We have the Ten of Pentacles that also suggests that there could be a child. This person may, like I said, live with their mother, or you could have a child with this person, specifically a boy, and this person could have their own cleaner, or you could have an au pair. This person's got money, they're stable, or they might just buy you a property. I don't know. This person's got money. There's a level of independence here with this individual. So you might have your own property, I feel, but they will still want to invest and look after. What do you need? Let me take care of you, even though you can take care of yourself. I feel like for some of you, if this person lives with their mother, it's their mother living with them, and they may they may filter between your home and their home, because they could look after their mother, or they could have a very strong bond, but it's not in a toxic way, because there's a lot of loyalty there. Or you may both decide to just move in with, or that, some of you are like, no way, I'm not living with no one's mum, but you may both decide just to have it that way. Them live with their mother, and them coming to you as well, keeping it, and you may like it that way because it gives you a sense of freedom. It gives you a sense of independence. You want to maintain that independence because you had it for so long. So it may be fine. And for some of you, I did hear that you could decide to move in, or you both could purchase a house where the mother could move in, and then you're all living together. But for some of you, I feel like you may have a child with this person, and you may both come to an agreement that you actually like it this way. The person's very determined to have a serious connection with you. But that card in the reverse, I want to go back to it because it does represent, go back to what you love. Yeah, like I said, this is explaining that you would have wrapped up a cycle from the past. You would have learned the lessons from the past, and they will never be repeated again. If they do present themselves in any form, you will talk about it. Any fears, you will talk about it. This is what happened to me, I don't want. And this is why you were quite fearful, because you may feel like I was so close to, and it didn't work out. You could explain this to this person. This person's emotionally mature, mentally mature. They will get it, they will understand, but they will do things to make you realize, or vice versa, that they are serious. They're in this for the long haul. This person is very affectionate. This person's not about to play games with you. This person's not about to allow other people into your connection. High Priestess, keeping things private. This person and yourself are each other's destiny. You both walk the path that you both walked on in order to find each other. Yes, the past has been hurtful. Yes, it's been painful. but you take the memories and you move forward. And I feel like for some of you, like, you know, your guides, your angels, whoever you believe in, will have guided you to this person, because they didn't want you to disconnect with somebody that wasn't the right fit for you. And some of you may feel like, oh, I've waited a long time, it's never going to happen. That's why you may throw yourself so deep into work, and when this person comes, like, whoa, I was not expecting this. But this person is part of your destiny, and whatever you had with that person from the past, it was supposed to be that way. It was supposed to, and when I say that lightly. What I mean is, you were supposed to have experienced what you did, so that it will contribute to your spiritual growth. We have recovery. This connection will help heal your heart, even though I feel like the work that you've done on yourself will heal your heart. I feel as if with the recovery card, this person will come in once you've healed, and once you've let go of the pain from the past, and once, you know, you found more balance in your life, balance in your emotion. And look, these people are angry, boy. This is indicating that, boy, there could be an ex, there could be like an ex-toxic person, a neighbor, a friend, that are going to be angry that you managed to balance your life out, because people wanted you to be trapped and stuck and depressed, because they're that way. And people may know of, you know, the decisions you made in the past, or people may know of the pain that you've endured. They may have known that the relationship ended, maybe your person got into addictions, or maybe your person passed away. They were happy. So for some of them, it's almost like, you're like me now. It's just weird. Not to say they were happy this person passed away, I say it lightly, but they felt that if they didn't have any happiness in their life, then why should you, you know? And they just felt, because they didn't achieve the love that they want in their life, like I said, why should you? So them seeing you feel more balanced, not to say that, you know, I feel like intuitively, and I don't want to scare you because I don't want you to think, oh my God, more attacks. No, intuitively, this person is going to know, all these people are going to know that you are in a connection, because there's going to be a certain way you're going to be moving that is going to let these people know that you're okay. And it doesn't have to be in a relationship. I feel like it's more so due to your successes in life. You're just going to be moving differently. They wanted you to be walking around your head down, moving, but some of you are going to move home. Some of you, you know, if you've got children with this ex-partner or something, then they're going to find out that you're in a new relationship or that you're married, you know. But some of you, I feel like people will know that you've transformed your life, that, you know, and there's going to be anger that you are more balanced. You know, this could be family members. I feel like it could be a friend as well. A friend, an ex-partner, maybe family. You know, eventually they will find out. They may not meet your person, but they will find out that you are in a relationship and you're more balanced. And it's like, she gets a second chance, or he gets a second. It's not fair, you know. But this is the karmatic scales balancing itself out. Like, this is your good karma. You deserve it. And I feel like, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, before you meet this person, you're going to be living out your best life. You're going to be making opportunities, creating opportunities for yourself. You're going to be in this energy where she's free, where she's getting in touch with her inner child, where she's where she's happy. You know, it's like, yeah, after everything I've been through. And that's going to be the universe's way of blessing you by bringing this person in and saying, hold on a minute, pile number 2, we got one more present for you, because you deserve it. Part number 2, I'll speak to you at another time. I don't even know how long this video was, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below if it resonated. I hope it gave you clarity. Please remember to take care of yourself. And remember to, you know, if you need to seek any help, please speak to your GP, your doctors, and get referred to a counsellor. Or there's a counselling service online called BetterHelp as well, if you don't want to go through the avenue of your doctor. And please keep working on yourself. Please, you know, get in touch with your inner child, do things that you always wanted to do, and make sure that you do things that make you feel good, right? It's about how we feel. Do things that make you feel good, and always strive to evolve daily. Always strive to be a better version of you daily. It's easier said than done. We're human beings. Sometimes we get angry, sometimes we get vexed. Like, we're human, right? I've got a moon in Cancer. Like, I can be moody at AF sometimes. Like, that's how it goes sometimes. But it's about acknowledging it, and it's about releasing it. It's about acknowledging your negatives and transmuting that, right? And transmuting the pain into positives, and becoming a better version of yourself daily, treating yourself kindly, and treating others the way you would like to be treated. Part number 2 has been an absolute pleasure. Take care. Congratulations in advance. Peace out.